Fam, get a grip on this for a minute. Here we are. It's January, and we're still talking about playing football. We're not watching and teasing other teams like the Hawks are in the playoffs. Because the Hawks get in the playoffs every year. They're not going anywhere. They haven't been anywhere since, 3-4 years ago. But they're in there every year, and we can't wait to see them lose. Or the Raiders are picking at them. We'll just sit back playing the heckler role. We're like those two guys in the Muppets shows, right? Sitting up in the booth, just shooting digs, and jags. We're not up in the booth. We're not up in the heckler's booth now. We're going to get heckled, though. Should we watch the Hawks game together this weekend? I'm thinking about it. I mean, I feel like we're being really yucky, but we are yucky. We should be yucky. Fam, hey, first of all, we got some good news, and people are talking about it all over the place because there's no official injury or participation report from today's practice. The 49ers are not required to do that until next Tuesday. But you know how these things get leaked out. Since Kwon landed on injured reserve, that was back in November the 5th, right? He's been working hard, probably anticipating exactly what is taking place right now. Kwon, the guy does not want to be left out of this party. So he was busted, but you got an injury in your pec. It's a large muscle group. For it to heal quickly, I don't know what you're doing unless you just naturally heal faster. Maybe he's blessed to do that because November, December, it hasn't been that long since he tore that pec. Remember when we had Smith? Smith took out a whole year with that pec. But then that's history. But Kwon probably knew that we were going to be where we are now. So he's been practicing with his teammates for the first time today. Kwon, getting back out there. All right. God, I am shocked. He's preparing for his first playoff game under the Lynch and Shanahan regime, and he did so while wearing a blue non-contact jersey today. But he did that. To me, that puts him in an official capacity. He is now engaged to, at some point, he's still got to pass some judgment calls by some people that are in charge of that particular position. But if he does, and he seems pretty much enthusiastic about that, he's good to go. He was recently quoted saying playoffs are hard to get to for anyone, and I think anyone, if they had a chance to come back, they'd want to come back because I never played in the playoffs in all my life. So that's one of the big goals of mine. So I'm just working hard and trying to get there. Man, I hope I'm going to get there and they clear me. Hopefully. Unquote. Kwon! Everybody's keeping their fingers crossed for you, man. Come on, Kwon! She's got a couple of weeks, because I don't think Shannon's going to let him play in this upcoming game, but you never know if he's healing up at the pace he's trying to get everybody to believe. We've seen him on social media. Kendrick Bourne and him are bros. Kendrick posted up, but like was that Bob Money or somebody said, yeah, but you know what? All that running he's doing has nothing to do with his chest. So also wearing a blue contact jersey, Jaquiski Tartt, but he's pretty much a lock to come in 2 weeks for sure, whom the team hopes will be available for their January 11th playoff game against the lowest seed opponent to emerge from this weekend's games. And defensive end D Ford, hamstring, did not practice. He was inactive for the 49ers' final 3 games of the regular season, as you know, which is inspiring me to think that the 49ers really do have an issue here. Maybe he goes in after the season's over and has some procedures done to his knee that apparently they're bothering him every year. And maybe that's something that's key to his other leg issues. Could it be? I hope. Otherwise, fam, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking at I need a young stud in the draft that nobody really, because the 49ers are good at finding these gems. Can they find somebody for us to come in? Because I'm loving me some Kevin Givens, man. In fact, Earl Mitchell coming back I'm concerned. Is that going to take Givens completely out of the mix? Did you see him? Somebody said, I didn't even know who he was when I was looking at the game during live. Then I looked at the game and I guess, whoa. He is quick of foot, isn't he? He may be smaller, but he is quick. So Kevin Givens, I don't want Earl Mitchell to take all the snaps. Well, you know what? They're going to look at Mitchell. And if Mitchell's getting the job done, I'm sure with his playoff experience and that type of thing, he is going to stay in the game for us. But otherwise, I like Givens. I knew we would. Shanahan has already said that he hopes to have both his safety and his veteran pass rusher on the field for the first playoff game. So he said on Monday, quote, I'm hoping for it, and I'm feeling optimistic about it. You never know how these things go with the ribs, of course, Jaquiski, hamstring, of course, D. That was the goal. We knew there could be a slight chance this week if we're playing this week. So getting this bye week should make it an even better chance. And then, unquote. See, that's D. Don't, and you know what really worries me about D? Don't come out there do three sims. Coach. Oh, here he comes. He's been out for how long? And that hamstring just refused to feel. You know, it's believed. And he's probably got a huge muscle mass area. I mean, the thighs are probably built like trees. It's believed that 4 months is probably a minimum for these things sometimes. It depends on what degree it's torn, right, or pulled. So if there's a slight tear, it takes even longer. A pull is one thing. It's just a strain or a tiny little tear that doesn't separate the flesh or the tissue. So, D, man, I got to have my bookends. The pass rush is so important, fam. Blame Robert Saleh all you want to, but we need both bookends with capability and skills. That's the bottom line. You can blitz and do all these exotic things you want. I need this dude over there on his job so I can have that same pass rush we had at the beginning of the season. And I got to have it. Come on, D. In the run game, fam, here's the thing. And I'm not getting on TC, okay? Don't get me wrong. But what I am saying is the run game has been it's been a little bizarre. It hasn't really, we've got Kyle seems to dial up guys who he thinks TC and most of are his guys. He's going to start with TC every game. He's going to start with TC next week. But the thing I want to know is you're not really getting any consistency. You're not building a real plan. You're just sort of throwing guys out there, and it's a hit or miss thing. See which one's hot. At this point, I don't think Mostert should be put in that position. Do you? I think TC should go ahead and be relegated to kicking passes out of the backfield. He can still run between the tackles on third downs and things like that. No, not really. I still need Mostert for that. TC should be used in another capacity in my way of thinking. So go ahead and get a solid plan, Kyle. I know, don't question Kyle Shanahan. Look at this guy; he's probably going to the Hall of Fame as a manager at some point, because I'm pretty sure this team's got a couple of Super Bowls left in him. And also the corner position, of course, because fam, they're going to go to work on the opposite side. Richard Sherman's playing in all-pro form right now. Nobody's going to mess with him. They're going to target the other side of the field constantly. We saw Akello struggle painfully. How many was it? 2 touchdowns. Okay. I know it's easy as saying go ahead and just stop doing that, but they're not. The 49ers trust their players, and they're not going to just go away from him. So I'm just worried if we get into a hole, and we can't afford to do that with whomever we're playing next. And that goes for a lot of people think it is going to be the Hawks, but I don't think so. I think Carson Wentz and the guys are up and rolling, and their defense seems to be healing up too, which is actually going to be an issue for us as well. So Carson Wentz is probably going to take the Hawks out this weekend. But those are my concerns. And also, hey, let's see. We went through this one. How I pronounce it. I forgot. It's Sensei Million. Sensei Million, thanks. Family says yes to a Ronbo cast Eagles Seahawks game. You know what? It would be fun with it. Okay, let's do it. John V. What's up, fam? And thanks, John, and thank you. And also, Jay Tan has a good point here. I was looking at it earlier. He says, this show should be about the 49ers that broke out their shell this year, like Deebo Samuel, Greenlaw, and the offensive lineman, Jimmy Garoppolo, Nick DeRube. And, it's like a coming out party for a lot of these guys. You can't, Deebo and Greenlaw, they're just like solid rooks that they did a great job in pulling out of the draft, and our coaching staff pulled it out of them. But you can't, how do you, coming out party, they haven't had it. This is their first year as rookies, so you're just grateful for what they've been able to do. They've been spectacular. Great. Buns has already come out and said He's really proud of 57 because it's his number, right? History repeating itself, right? Wow. 57. You know what's really eerie about that, too? And the Bucks did it in the Super Bowl, right? And this game is not a Super Bowl, but the importance is incredibly big. 26-21. Remember one thing, fam. There's only 6 degrees of separation between any one of us. Look into that. I'm not going to go into an explanation about that because that's too for this. But the thing is, you wonder sometimes just how closely things are connected in the human existence. Wow, that's really special. And Greenlaw and Jimmy Garoppolo and Nick B, especially all the rookies. I just say they just came in and we just picked some great picks. But Jimmy G and Heem, those are the stories as far as breakout, come out players this year. Jimmy was always going to have this potential. It was just a matter of time with him. But who knew Heem was going to be the way he is? Damn. He is even better than, he is really good. So we can talk about, get all into that. Johnny says, sup? Happy New Year's, right. Happy New Year, fam. Jose5408, how much playing time you see for Earl Mitchell in the next game? Earl's can't be in great shape, right? So I figure he's going to be out there as a somewhat of a leader. He's got playoff experience. He can come in and he can do some snaps. But I want to see Sheldon Day and Givens share those snaps for the most part. Earl's going to be out there, though. I just don't know on what capacity we're going to use him in. Hieronymus, what's up, fam? I see Hieronymus on Twitter all the time. We're shooting back and forth all the time. The 49ers could really use Kwon's lateral sideline-to-sideline speed. Oh. Especially from this point on. Yeah, it's invaluable. As Smith 272 Till, thanks, fam. Is that like Mostert at running back 1, Braid at running back 2, and Coleman at running back 3? What's really funny is Matty B, I don't know what's going on with him, and Kyle won't really fully tell you what's going on with him. But it looks like right now, is it too early to speculate on this? It looks like now he could be, because his contract's up, could he? Nah, come on. He's done too much. He's too good. His potential's off the hook. He can't fumble, though, because Kyle really hates that. He takes it real personal. And when you've got as many running backs as the 49ers do, Kyle's really going to take it seriously, especially when you got Mostert doing as well as he is. Let me go to the Will, Dollar Bill, Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Will, man, we're just looking around at some of the things we got. We got Kwon. You know, when we saw Kendrick post that video a while back, we just said, well, okay. He can't come back till next year. We've gotten over it already. And then all of a sudden it starts picking up momentum. Will, Kwon's walking around there with a blue shirt on. What? Oh, look out now.
Man. Yeah, man. Hey, like this 2020 New Year, man, is already becoming legendary, man. Hey, we loading up at the right time. I mean, what a perfect time to bring all our guys back for the playoffs. This is a major boost for the defense. As a matter of fact, a major boost for the team. I'm not gonna go into the offense tonight, man, because I already know this bye week was important to us, and this is giving Kyle Shanahan more time to load up his playbook. So whoever comes see us next the week after next, they in trouble, man. Because
yes.
Man, they in deep trouble. When you get Kyle Shanahan this much time to learn the playbook, man, you are in trouble. You in trouble, man.
And with much as he knows about the Hawks, Kyle's done fooling around with the Hawks. The Hawks will be dead meat next time. I wish they would come. Everybody, we'll get you the rematch. No, you won't. You won't. It'll be worse next time.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm telling you, the defense, man. The defense is about to get back to week 1 form. I wouldn't mind playing. I wouldn't mind playing Seattle again, man. I'm really not scared of Seattle. I know a lot of people say, man, we don't want to play Seattle again. I'm not afraid of Seattle. We got more weapons than Seattle. The only thing Seattle got is Russell Wilson. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, it's been obvious since week 1 of the NFL, man. Russell Wilson always brings his team back in games and always nail biters and stuff. But now that our defense is back up and running, we got all our pieces back. I'm not really scared to face Russell Wilson again. I'm not even scared if we need Drew Brees. I'm not even scared. Kirk Cousins, I don't give a damn about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is not a clutch quarterback, so I don't even know how they got into the playoffs. Maybe because Dalvin Cook led the way, but
and that's what it was. Dalvin Cook, their run game.
Yeah.
Kirk needs a really solid run game. That's what makes that's going to help him out. He's not a quarterback that can carry a team. Well, you know
Absolutely,
what ESPN
man.
is saying, though? ESPN is saying the 49ers will get to the NFC Championship only to be taken out by the Saints. Are you afraid of the Saints?
Ronbo, ESPN been wrong since day one. They predicted us to have a losing season. They predicted us to lose every game. ESPN, I don't know who's coming. I don't know if it's ESPN, the company, that's saying this. I mean, they're not even telling us who are the ESPN writers that's predicting this. They just saying ESPN.
You can hunt them down.
So is it a collective group as a company, or is it certain people? I don't know. But anyway, man, I know my time is getting short, but look, man, I'm loving what's happening right now, and this is going to help the defense. This is going to help the defensive line rotation. But I mean, hey, man, y'all already know how I rock. If you ain't been doing nothing lately, I don't need you now. Mosley, man, I want Mosley in on the other side of Sherman, man. I really do. I know Kello benefited from the pass rush from the beginning of the season, but I mean, I still don't trust him. I really don't. I mean, some people may agree with me, some people may not, but I'm not feeling them right now. I'm not feeling them. I mean, if you put Kello out there, the defense is gonna be on thin ice. So put Mosley in, man. Put Mosley in, and then I mean, then we can get it rocking. I'm rocking with Mosley, man. I'm rocking with 41.
He stopped the touchdown.
Be good.
He stopped the touchdown,
right.
Will, on a brilliant play. And Will, would you gamble with go ahead because they really believe in Kello? You put him out there with a short leash, but why put the leash on him? I mean, just go ahead and let Mosley start and put a leash on him if you want to put a leash on somebody. At least in the meantime, we're not giving up any touchdowns, most likely.
Exactly. Good point, Ronbo. Good point. Put Mosley out there now, and if he tends to slip up here and there, and he begins to be a problem, then put a kill on there. I can understand that. But when the game started, you need to put Mosley out there to start. You need to. So that's how I'm rocking.
All right, fam. I that baby back there. Hey man, give me the exit that you love to do and do so well.
All right, Ronbo, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT fam, man. My player partner, Trey Trez, Big Show, Russo, Shay Lewis, Red 49 hits, man. All them guys, man. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports Fan Club, Rico, Jersey Joe, Big Show, Coach Tim, all them guys, man. F the Rams, F Rudy, they lost Super Bowl, only scored 3 points. Got 55 points put on by the Bucks. We beat 31-17. The L.A. Rams got Jalen Ramsey for nothing. Hakeem Talib got shipped from the Rams to the sorry-ass Miami Dolphins. Damn,
they beat the Patriots.
I forgot that. I forgot that fast. I ain't did it in a minute. I forgot that. But I know one thing. The San Francisco 49ers did sweep the Rams this year, and they are officially bankrupt. All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Have a good night. Oh, I can't.
All
right, fam. I can't wait till next year to see what goes on with the joggling around, especially the Rams and the Seahawks, who are pretty much they're the tailspin. Okay, we'll talk about that. We got plenty of time to talk about that. Eric Meisner, thanks, Eric, and happy Niners year to you too. Oh God. Let me. Hey, Joe. Where you going with that gun in your hand? Boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, boom. Hey,
Ronbo,
Joe.
what's up, man?
You know, Joe, it's like...
What's up, Ronbo?
You know, everything's great. Joe, how you doing, man?
I'm doing excellent, man. First of all, let me get this out the way real fast.
Jump on it.
Shout out to the Empire. Shout out to all the 49ers fans around the world. And all the faithful, and shout out to you, Ronbo. And
Thanks,
I shouldn't say shout out to Ronbo. I should say shout out to how you doing, champ. You doing all right?
It does feel good, don't it?
I should say it like
we got
that.
a little ways
feels
to go
good.
before we become the champs, but we're there. Oh no, we got.
Well, no, we
let's see.
division champs. That's
There
a
you
step.
go.
That's a step. That's a step.
You
All
know,
right.
champ.
And Happy New Year too to all
Thanks,
the
fam,
Niners
you too.
fans and the Empire, straight up. But I want to give a shout out to my man Joe Staley. Played a hell of a game the other night.
Cheers.
Played a hell of a. He made up for that clowny whooping the first game and came back and did the thing. Jimmy Garoppolo and Maserati had ice water in their veins, was running, and Debo. Oh my God!
Ooh,
I gotta
hey,
give
Joe,
love.
talk
See,
about that for a minute, though. Amplify. What
Yes.
do we got here, Joe? I mean, I knew he was
we
going to
got
be
a star
pretty
in the
good.
making.
But
We
look
got a
at-
star in the making.
Yes.
We got a star in the making. And
You see
what
that spin
makes it
move?
even scarier is, yes, the spin move was excellent. But what makes it even scarier is that don't forget we got Hurd coming back next year, and he's supposed to be better than Debo. They say.
Ah! Can you imagine that? Can you
Yes,
imagine?
sir.
Good.
And we're getting healthy. And we're getting healthy right now, so it's looking pretty good. It's looking right. But there's always a negative when you got so many positives.
Yes.
That number 23, he got to go on the bench. I'm sorry.
I feel bad about him because he was making strides. But
Okay, what strides, Ronbo? The last 3 games he stumped.
I know. And he was looking
The
good
Rams,
coming out.
he gave up a drive on that Rams game single-handedly. They went to him every time. And I know you was watching the game because we all was watching the game.
Yes.
When Mosley was in there the other night, they stopped throwing to his side. And they started going to the middle. That's how Greenlaw tore that daggone tight end up. Because Mosley, he's playing. That boy is going to be good. We got to play him.
He's already good.
Witherspoon, he can't get right, man. I don't know why. I want to give him a chance. He looking good earlier, and then he just started falling off. And I've been stressful since the daggone Ravens game. Every game is taking me down to the wire. They got the
we got to stop that, right? God.
Yes, we have got to stop. It's a new year. I need blowouts. Just get me to Miami, and I'll be happy.
Okay, in the fourth quarter, middle of the fourth quarter, can we start relaxing as far as viewing the game and knowing that they got the game under control? We're not getting anything under control.
Yes.
We're going down to the last minute. I'm
nothing.
really, it's wearing me out. I agree.
But we're getting healthy on defense, and that's going to be a big boost for us.
Yeah.
And we get offensive lineman back too for the next game. So it's coming around for us, man.
Yeah.
Yep, it's coming around for us.
Dude,
it's coming around for us. Yeah, very tough dude, and we need him right now.
Yeah, you know
it's been 5 years a long. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Brunskill, he's doing such a good job that I'm not really.
Yeah.
It's the center position, and Garland's doing a good job too. I don't know what the coaches are doing, but we got some great coaches, Joe. We got some great coaches.
Yeah, we do got some great coaches, but we need to put Witherspoon on the bench. Everybody that's called in has said something about Witherspoon. He is killing us on that side. They went to his side the whole game. They wouldn't even test Sherman. Then as soon as Mosley came in, and Shanahan seen it, he subbed him in the fourth. Was like, nah, come on, man, you killing us right now. And as soon as Mosley got in, I think Mosley only gave up 1 pass, but it was in front of him where the guy couldn't pick up no speed.
Yeah,
he
kept everything in front of him, and he made a great play on what was a touchdown. Also, so we can't afford actually to clown around. If Kello's going to get better, he's going to have to come into camp next year and define himself as somebody who has arrived. Or we got to go with Mosley the rest of the season. If he doesn't, everybody's going to be on Shanahan about that. So you're right.
Yes,
it's
sir.
the harsh truth.
Yes, sir. Well, I know you got to go, Ronbo, but you know we gonna come with it. I will be calling you next week. We gonna come with it. Shout out to the Empire, baby.
Yeah, great to hear from you, Joe. Good stuff. All right.
Same. Take it easy.
You too, fam. And on the air is a Niners down Bama way. God.
What's going on, Ronbo?
All right. Well, you know, man, we're celebrating the fact that I don't know what he's made out of or what, but the dude is running around there talking about, I'm coming back for the playoffs. If they let me get in here, I'm coming in here. And I thought he was coming back till next year, Rod. I'm starting to love Greenlaw.
I tell you what,
he's got this covered.
Kind of remind me of T.O. the year he got hurt when your boy did the horse collar tackle on him, Roy Williams of Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
He said that he
T.O.'s.
predicted his Philly that he was going to be back. And
Oh,
he did, and he came back to the Super Bowl. They
he
lost,
did.
but, they had the epic performance.
Yeah.
I'm
And you
hoping
could
for the same type of match, man.
look at Ronnie Lott taking fingers off. I mean, this 49ers team
Yeah,
is made out of that. It cut out something similar to that same cloth, though, Rod. These guys are tough. They just want to
right.
play. They don't care what shape they're in. They're coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I tell you what, man. Let me get an installment right quick, Ronbo.
Oh, yeah. It ain't Monday night, but we still got a right to let me holler at you.
Just want to holler at the Empire for a minute and just tell everybody, like your boy Aaron Rodgers said, I don't quote cheeseheads, but just relax.
I know.
We done made it to 13-3. Now let's keep it real. I take my hat off to the 49er fans that said we would win 13 games. It wasn't very many of them.
Rod, did
We
you
was
agree
all
with that
predicting
originally?
playoffs at least.
Was that your
Yeah, I
number
mean,
two?
I thought we had. My thing was I thought we was playoff bound. I didn't see it at all as being
Wild
top
card.
anything. You know what I'm
You
saying?
thought wild card?
Right. Yeah, that's what I had us. I projected us as a 10-6 team at the very least.
Well, hey, Rod, hold on a
So
second.
I mean,
Hey, in the chat, put what you thought. Will you just put WC or DC? Wild card, division champ, or just playoffs? I'm really wondering how many people knew, because this is amazing to me. Go ahead, Rod.
and I mean, and to add on to that, what you just said, let's get these front office man credit. There's a lot of us that didn't criticize at one point the job that John Lynch was doing. We was like he wasn't being active enough with getting us shut down cornerbacks. We was like he wasn't doing enough to get go-to receiver. When we was talking about possibly
AB and
AB, possibly
yeah,
Odell.
yep.
And I mean these guys are stuck to their guns on doing their plan the way they wanted to do it. And I mean it's paid off. So as far as the Akello thing goes, I'm with you guys. He's definitely underperformed since he's come back. But once again, we're going to have to trust the coaches. They're going to be the ones watching these guys at practice. Look, man, Akello came off of injury. And, sometimes it takes some mentally a little longer to recover from injury,
Could be.
especially in the professional league.
I hadn't
So,
thought about that.
maybe some of these guys that are injured coming back, and the chemistry that they had earlier will be the same again. Maybe they can develop that again. That's just
You're
to
right.
say
You could
that,
be right.
in case.
Killed his timing.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Ronbo.
No, I was just saying it could. I hadn't thought about that. I don't know what he's feeling with that injury. I don't know his mechanics. Everything seems to be off right now. His timing, his sharpness. He's not alert as he was at the beginning of the season. He just doesn't look as sharp to me. But go ahead.
Yeah, and I mean, and the last point on that avenue is, also keep in mind the rotation that we had on the defensive front. No more Ronald Blairs, no more DJ Joneses.
Yes.
Hell, even Julian Taylor went out.
These guys, they play huge roles.
Anyone, and then D Ford. I'm sorry, I can't forget about D Ford.
Oh.
So anyone that thinks that the timing wasn't a little affected isn't just isn't really looking at it realistically. And I mean, again, we gotta go by the hot hand, and I do agree, the hot hand should be the one that gets the start. But let's give them some time and let's see what happens.
And not be overcritical. I know what you're saying. Let's not be overcritical of a Spoon. And I don't want to be. I really, all I'm saying is let him get himself together. He comes into camp next year. The job's wide open. Mosey,
right.
He and Mosey can go head to head, or they bring in another kid. I don't know. But yeah, don't just discount him completely. So.
Yeah, because the good news is Kyle Shanahan did have the fortitude to go ahead and make the pull, and it saved us, like the last caller said, my TNT buddy. So I mean, I know we got to go, Ronbo, but I just want to tell everybody, just stay on the positive. We got here
true.
Because these guys are capable, man.
Yeah. That's true. We got to be careful because we're gonna get spoiled. You know that, Rob. We're gonna get spoiled because we're up here in rarefied air for 49er fans. Rob, you get the hell out though.
Right.
I may be back tomorrow. It depends on what news comes out. Right.
Okay. Well, give me my shout out with my ooh la la at the end, boss.
Oh yeah. A Niner. us as we sing, ooh la la, ooh la la. It's been too much fun this year.
Yes, sir. Hey,
All right,
man, we
Ron.
get up with you next time, Ronbo. Shout out
Looking
to the
forward.
Empire, baby.
Thanks, fam. Night. And I see, it's Joe Tess 09. He says, hey, you got to give me a call. Put me through. Joe Tess, are you on the line now? We'll get you. Hold on. And I got Okie Niner says, what's up? Go Niners. Okie Niner. Ah, man. And we're stuck. I'm loving the WCs. And Chad Garrison pointed out, don't believe all these people talking about DC. That's what I like about us. You know what? I'm not ignoring it. Chad, I have to love it. There's a lot of WCs in it, though. A lot of people thought wild card. And I thought 10-6, so I was way below the mark. We're going to all be honest with each other right now. Well, you remember what everybody said. I did say 10-6, and I was trying to get everybody to calm down. And Kenny was sticking by his guns. Go, Kenny, you the man! Man. I said, let's, is that Mark? Mark! Mark singing ooh la la. Mark may be at the gym. Sometimes he puts his phone up there and he's got to put that bench down. Hey, Mark.
Can you hear me, Ronbo?
Yeah. Come on in.
Oh, I missed it. I was the man that missed the 49er fan legend, Ronbo. Hit that like.
Thanks, Mark.
Going on, Ronbo? Man,
Mark, we're sitting here counting our blessings. And Kwon Alexander's running around there now. And we thought he was out. And Kwon's running around there doing hot boys, yells, and getting everybody going again. Mark, you get him back on the field. He's on the sideline doing a great job keeping guys pumped up. But you get him out on the field, and now you turn the volume up on that defense.
We need all the energy back, man. We need all the energy back, man. Right now.
But not to take anything from Greenlaw. I just want to say that. We're not taking anything from Greenlaw. He's done an incredible job. But leave him on the field. Just bring, Al Shah could take a break and bring Kwon in. But go ahead.
Yeah. It's just like you ever go to Disneyland and see a kid acting a complete ass at Disneyland.
Yes.
Disney World, Disneyland,
every time you
wherever.
go. That's
how we are right now. We are fans at Disneyland right now. We're acting like little kids.
Throwing yourself on the ground. 13-3.
Right.
I know.
Right. So, that's what we are right now. Man, Ronbo is just good. I am concerned about losing Salah, but I think him leaving, Kyle Shanahan being in that position before is not getting in his way. And he might owe us one. And, we can't re-sign Emmanuel Sanders. I'm just physically so bored right now because we don't got really much to complain about. I've just been daydreaming. Hey, he'll owe us one. We might.
Mark, you know what? I just want to real quick, though. I want to ask you a question before you go away from that subject. Salah leaves. I heard that. I heard Junior back there. Salah leaves. Does Kasurik take over? I don't know if he has the cerebral quality that you need for that kind of a position. He's a good what he does.
I don't know.
But I don't know if I'd make him my DC. Who do you bring in? Because Dan Quinn is not leaving Atlanta. Gus, what's his name he's not leaving. I want somebody who can come in and continue with the system we got now and add some spins and twists to it.
I have no clue, Ram. I'm not really that versatile in regards to who the, best DCs are out there. However, I don't know. I think how difficult of a job is it to coach a bunch of first round defensive linemen? I don't know.
No, those guys are. Look at when you look at Cleveland and some of these other teams that got great personnel. They're not.
Yeah.
Your coach has to know what he's doing. He has to know. First, he has to handle talents. He's got to put them in the position. He's got to know each one of them's strengths. It's a science. You got to really know what you're doing. That's why Salah's to get enough credit. He gets a lot of blame when they make mistakes. And when they do well, like you just said, if I got a bunch of first-round talents, but not all of them are actually first-round talents. Your frontline D is.
Like I said, he'll owe us one. And then we'll see that trade come through if we can't sign E-Man, which I think we will. but he'll owe us one. Hopefully, we can get something out of the situation when he get over there. Other than that, man, I'm just ecstatic about Kwon coming back. It's gonna be super hype, man. To see this dude back on the field, I do have concerns in regards to the same thing we've seen from Joe Staley, the same thing we are possibly seeing from Witherspoon, is that rust, man. It takes these
can't
guys.
shake it
We
off.
all the things the other caller earlier hit it right on the head. I forgot who it was, but all the things we complained about. We was ready to bench Joe Staley, bro, for 2 games. We was
Yeah.
ready to toss the towel in, just wrap it up, Joe. It's done. And man might have just needed some
Retired
time
and
to get
everything.
back.
That's true.
Yeah, we was throwing the towel in on Joe. And then
We've
we're
always
doing the
been
same thing with
impatient.
Witherspoon. Now,
Yeah.
the difference is Witherspoon doesn't have the legacy that Joe Staley has. He doesn't have the chemistry and the trust built up in the fan base that Joe has. That's the big difference.
And he's right
But
at that
we
point
could be
where you
possibly
worry about him because Spoon's he's been with us for 3 seasons.
Yeah, he's
What is
fragile,
he,
man.
25, maybe 26
Yeah.
the most. See, you figure he's supposed to be getting into his prime and getting to wherever he's going to
Right.
go and start building from it. And now we're seeing a regression
Yeah.
suddenly. I don't know what that could be attributed
Yeah,
to.
and like I said last call, he's emotionally fragile. That's the other concern.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
uh,
Yeah, he
so
comes
I don't have
apart.
much, Ronbo. I just wanted to call in, show some love, just keep the
Yeah,
excitement
thanks,
going.
Mike.
I will be watching this weekend and see what's going on. I'm hoping. I don't want to see Seattle again. I'm gonna keep saying that. I don't. I don't. If anything, I'm confident we'll win, but we just keep beating each other up. I don't want to
I
see
know.
it again, man.
I
All
know.
right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. I'll look for you a little later on. Hey, you're at home right now. I thought I said, could Mark be at the gym? Because I always get a kick out of your gym stories with guys walking in, and especially Arizona fans, and messing with you.
Oh man, all that's I built the gym in the garage, so I ain't got to deal with that no more either. So I canceled the membership.
You gotta be careful. They don't come over to your house. Hey, we know you're over here, dude.
Nah. All right, Ronbo.
All right, Mark. Have a great night, fam. Look for you
Take care.
later.
You too, man. See ya.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said about us getting over. Because we did retire Joe Staley prematurely. I kind of knew. I wasn't all the way against Joe. I thought he should have been brought in slowly, maybe piece by piece, snap by snap. But I wouldn't try to retire him, though. Hey, Dre!
Yo, Ronbo, what's going on?
Dre, man, we're sitting there. We're looking at the Kwon thing. It's got everybody all fired up. It's like somebody shot like 4th of July fireworks in
Yes,
the air. 'Cause
sir.
I thought he was going to be out
Yes,
for the
sir.
season. Maybe he gets back in at the end, but God, they're talking about soon. Wow.
Yes, sir, man. I mean, we seen what my boy KB said, man. He said this weeks ago. He said Kwon coming. What y'all thought it was playing?
Yeah, I know,
What y'all
right?
thought he was playing, man? This is legendary over here, man. It's nothing but legendary. I think we need to calm down on the Robert Saleh. The offensive coordinator for the Browns was talking to coaches before the damn game and was telling them how bad it was over there to be a Cleveland Brown, bro. Telling them how dysfunctional the franchise is. Man, look, man, we're going to go ahead and let Greg Roman, most likely Mike McCarthy, inherit that trash over there.
Yeah, I saw that today.
Mike McCarthy is an offensive-minded coach. I think he can do a lot more with that offense than a defensive-minded Robert Saleh. Robert knows he got something good. Yeah. Robert knows he got something good over here. And if you want to kill your career, get your funky ass up out of town. We don't want you here. You're a great defensive coordinator. I would rather you stay here, Robert. But if you leave us and go to Cleveland, get your ass out of town, man. The train stops for nobody, bruh. This is a non-stop trip on the way, you know what I'm saying, to get that number 6. We ain't got no time to be waiting for somebody. Oh, you want to leave? Okay. All right,
and Drake, Cleveland's a great way to destroy your career. I think it's just a hellhole. Whoever goes in there, they're going to have to say, look at that team. Why did they underperform?
You
That's more than coaching.
California sunshine for Cleveland, bro. Yeah. Like, for real. Are you going to leave the Bay Area to go to funky, filthy-ass Cleveland? Are you serious?
They don't even make burritos in Cleveland.
Bro, I'm not even worried about that, bro. If you want to leave us to go to Cleveland, bro, go ahead, bro. I ain't worried about you, man. You know
I think he just wants experience.
It's the dude they know. It's the dude named OG Wade Phillips. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be leaving the Rams.
You think so?
Who's real tied in with John Lynch.
Who is a great defensive. They wanted him in the first place. You want to go to a 3-4?
Look here. That's who Kyle Shanahan wanted.
And he ended up going to the Rams because he thought he had a better chance of winning the Super Bowl. And they got to a Super Bowl, but it just didn't pan out. And now he knows it's the end of the road because they ain't got no money over there. So, you know what I'm saying, OG Wade, you know what I'm saying, go ahead. You know what I mean? OG Wade to come over here, and don't come over here with that 3-4 shit, man. We're going to keep it in that wide 9 with that, you know what I'm saying, with that 4-3. You know what I mean? But hey, man, we got Kasarik, we got Robert Wood, we got Woods. I mean, we got some guys over here. So let's not worry about that. You know, the only thing
is
that I'm
Gus
worried
Bradley.
about is,
Hey, Dre, remember Gus Bradley turned us down to go to the Chargers? I wonder how much time he's got left in this contract. Because if there's anybody I'd like to bring back to San Francisco now, because Kyle went after him, and he chose the Chargers over us. I wonder if he's ready to leave now. In case. I don't think he's not going to Cleveland. Sal's not leaving. They want just like you mentioned, they want what's his name from Green Bay.
Yeah, man. You know, let's start worrying about that. But the game that's coming up, not this week but next week. There was talks in the San Jose Mercury saying that D4 wasn't on the sideline rehabilitating. He was actually doing personalized conditioning inside the gym. So they're probably running the hell out of D, making sure that
and keeping him warm. Inside, keeping him warm so he doesn't pull that muscle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So I'm happy to hear that.
I remember that training.
Yeah. You know, you already know what it's like. So man, I'm just happy that we're starting to get some guys back. Like I said, D Ford is the most integral part to that defense, because what it does is we have our bookends on each side, and what that does is, man, you know, Witherspoon isn't a bad cornerback. What happened is his cornerback deficiencies were masked by our bookends getting to the quarterback. That's all that was, man. That's all that was. You seen in the Green Bay game when we had DeMontre Moore, somebody who can get pressure, not as good as D4, but just as damn good as D4. We had 4.5 sacks that game, and we was getting to Rodgers all night.
True.
He wasn't a problem in that game. Yeah. So when you have two bookends like Bosa and D4, man, it hides the deficiencies of your cornerback.
Ruins an offense.
Yeah,
you can't run it.
So yeah, man. So we're gonna fall back on Witherspoon this Sunday, because this next Sunday, because once D4 comes back, bro, and we got a big monster in the middle, and Earl Mitchell, somebody who's a known run stopper,
right.
and a true 300-pounder. We're gonna be all right, man.
Right,
hey, it's a dude named Jose Billiswan, whatever your name is. Hey, man,
on the chat.
Don't come in here talking about Ronbo on crack and all that.
Yeah, I know, right? I see him.
We don't even know who you is, bro.
I always ignore those people. What they're trying to do is get attention. Ignore him. But Drake, we gonna go, fam. I'm gonna look for you. You know what? We're gonna do this game. We got to do this game. Yeah. Sitting back and watching. All right. Watching these guys play, that's going to be hilarious. All right. I'll see you then, okay?
All right, man. Shout out to the TNT fan, man. Trey Trash, Big Show, player partner, Will, man. Jerry Fresh, Russo, Shay Lewis, man. All of the guys, man. Hey, it's about that time.
Yeah.
We getting fresh. Our guys is coming back, man. That defensive rush is going to be fierce once again, man. I'll see y'all later on.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, Dre. I'll see you for the game. Oh, man. Let's see what we got here. It's Mark Lamar. Thanks, Mark. It's Dre. Maybe it's interview experience for Rob. Yeah. That's pretty much what it is. Sal's just going in and feel things out. I don't think he's really wanting to go to Cleveland. And it's Sensei Million says, if Sal leaves, how about Demasio Ryans for DC? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if anybody knows, Shanahan knows if these guys, because he'll know. Big Steve.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Steve, awesome, man. We're champs, you and me. So we sit back here. And it's actually funny because we're doing just like we probably should be doing. We're getting like real critical. We want all the weak links that as we see them, thrown out of the mix. But we've been wrong on that so many times, Steve. We probably need to hold up. There's been people, remember in the beginning of the season, people hated Jimmy G. Let's see, who else got hate? G got most of the hate at the beginning of the season. We had a couple other guys. Robbie Gold was hated furiously. And now the guy's like defensive special teams player of the month. Jimmy G is rolling. And so we got to be careful who we talk about. But Steve, go ahead. Don't let me alter your thinking. Go ahead.
Nah, man. I mean, you're right. You know, we've been hated on all season, pretty much, our whole team. They give us our props here and there, but I mean, for the most part, yeah, they've been hating, and they're still hating. You see the power rankings for this week? They put us under the Saints. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness! I saw that. I'm like, and then I saw another video that says the Saints are the team to beat in the NFC. I said, wait a minute, am I in the Twilight Zone or something?
No.
Because didn't we beat the Saints? Didn't we destroy the Packers?
In their place.
I mean,
you know. Hey,
like,
Steve,
what is it going to take?
What teams don't understand, what people are watching, observers, don't they notice the 49ers are going to win no matter what it seems? Whatever way, if they're going to find a way to win, that's what this team's become. They become winners, Steve, and a lot of people can't accept that.
I feel like it's just people can't let go of their heroes from the past. You know, people have like this old school mentality. They got Rodgers in their head, they got Breeze in their head, they got Brady. They can't accept that Garoppolo is the next up-and-coming star in the NFL, man, and he's been playing like a monster.
He's going to get better. This is his first year in the system. He's getting it down for the whole year. They've seen nothing yet. Oh, God.
It feels weird, man, not having a game this Sunday, though. I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking forward to Wild Card Weekend because, I mean, everything's tied in now, so this will tell us, you know, who we're going to play in the divisional round. But it's just weird, you know, not having that game to look forward to. It's nice, though. It's nice. We deserve it. Our defense deserves it, man. I want to see D Ford back out there. And holy shit, man, I saw Kwon Alexander.
Oh!
Yeah, dude. Oh, my God, with the blue non-contact.
Talk about that for a moment, though.
He's closer than we think.
What does he mean to you as far as the defense? What does he do for that defense? What do you see? Does it turn up 3 volumes, 4 volumes, 5 volumes? Are you concerned about Dre Greenlaw's snaps being cut down? Because he's going to go to Sam now, and he's going to come in on only certain downs. What do you think?
I mean, I think Kwon Alexander is a better LB than Dre Greenlaw. Not to take away, Greenlaw did something excellent for us.
He's been our hero.
He's been playing like
Easy.
a beast. Yeah, that's right. Not to take anything away from him, but I mean, having Kwon in there is a whole different story, man.
Yeah.
Him and Fred Warner working together, dude, the hot boys.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, Kwon had that shit on lock in the backfield, man. Quarterbacks were afraid to let go of that ball. And so you think about, you know, if we were to come against New Orleans again, maybe for the NFC Championship game or something, we had Kwon out there. Drew Brees ain't going to be letting that ball rip as quickly as he was last time because, you know, Kwon's a big threat out there, man.
And you got Jaquiski Tartt, too.
On defense.
Because, Steve, you know what? They started – Jared Cook had no – you know, most of the time you don't hear Jared Cook's name. Week after week you hear about Thomas, of course. But Jared Cook, had he stayed in that game, I'm a little worried about what would have happened. One thing we can thank 23 for is knocking Jared out of that game. They couldn't stop him. And I think Jaquiski, in combination with Kwon, they can put an end to him because that dude is definitely, he was going to be the guy. Oh, my God.
So what's going on with D Ford though? Is he going to be back for the divisional round? Or are they looking
Dre
more
just
like
said he was working out inside, and that makes sense. Keep him warm. Don't let that muscle pull. Keep him hot. Keep him hot. Keep him hot, and let him keep moving. Yep. Get a lot of sweat in. Get a lot of conditioning work in. So he's just got to keep that muscle conditioned, and do not go out in any cool weather or anything like that. Keep it hot. That makes sense. So he should be okay.
And you know I stay on my Ronbo Sports, and I seen you put this up today that we signed Earl Mitchell.
Yeah.
So we're putting. I haven't seen Exum anyway, but I mean, I don't know. I got to go do my homework on Earl Mitchell, but the name came up and it sounded familiar to me.
Yeah, he's coming back to play the man. And you know what? He's got a lot of playoff experience. But Steve, we got to go. We got to talk about more about this a little later, okay? But yeah, Earl Mitchell's a good thing. I do want to see Kevin Givens get more snaps, but man, we're looking good there.
For sure.
All right, fam.
All right, Ronbo. I'll
See you
call it
later.
if you're going to do a game. I don't know if you're going to do one for the Seahawks game, but if you are, man, I'll call it.
I'm thinking, yeah, we got to do the Hawks game. We got to do it. just to sit and laugh.
Yeah, we do.
All right, fam. I'll
All
see you
right.
then.
Shout out to Ronbo Sports. Shout out to the Empire, man. Ronbo, I'll talk to you later, brother. Have
Thanks,
a good night.
Steve. Be looking for you too. And all right, thanks, guys. Eli Ramos say, why isn't anyone giving more props to B Skittle? Hey, you know what? Funny, Eli, we are taking George for granted because he's so frigging awesome. When George is on the field, you already know there's nobody out there that can stop him. What he does, we're taking it for granted. You're right. Big props and kudos to George Kittle. Could be the 49ers MVP in all reality. That's got to be true. And thanks, Eli. It's also God's reckless. Imagine Pat Willis comes back for Super Bowl game. Can you imagine? Willis is probably still in good shape. He always looks that way anyway. Thanks for that contribution, fam. Eric Meiser is thinking, though I didn't count Ward with the non-fumbled at the end, it made me tear up. It felt symbolic, showing the game's over and we finally beat them after a streak since 2011. Powerful. Eric, a whole lot of us were having that same emotion, man, I'm telling you. So, Eric, thanks for that contribution, fam. And so, hey, Guerrero Manguia says, hey, ooh la la, ooh la la, go Niners, hopefully get the Feagles. It doesn't matter who we get. Kyle's prepared for both of them, though. Hey, Phil, come on in, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil,
A couple of things.
go ahead.
One, Shaw isn't going anywhere. Okay,
Who?
let's put that one to rest.
What? No, what'd you say?
Number
Who?
two,
No, what was number one?
Salah.
Oh, Salah. Salah's not going anywhere. Yeah,
Salah isn't going anywhere.
I pretty much
All
agree
right.
with it. I don't think so either.
No way. Number two, Kwon's going to play. He's playing, and so is Ford, and so is Tartt. This is the playoffs. You don't leave any bullets in the chamber.
That's true.
You know, you just
I mean,
bring
what
it
are you
all
saving
out.
yourself for,
These
right?
guys can play.
Ah.
They're going to play. And D Ford, what do you need to practice for? There's
No, because
the
he's going to be D
quarterback.
Ford no matter what.
Go get it. Right?
Exactly.
There's nothing to it. You know, he's not like
That's what his position
he's
is.
not like
Go
gotta
get
out
the
there on
quarterback.
field.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, D's going to play. They've been saving him for this point. It's going to help Nicky out. It's going to help the interior lineman out. They're going to have the full pass rush out.
Yeah.
And Kwon Alexander is going to play, and that's going to bring a lot of energy to the team.
Yeah.
Because he's the energy guy. He's going to be as much energy as, you know, the Skittles guy was for Seattle.
The skills
So,
guy. Hey, but I just want to ask you one thing. Phil, some of the rotational guys we got should keep those guys up front a little more fresh. You got Sattel. Contavious looked like he's rounded into shape. I really enjoy what I see from Kevin Givens. Now you've got Earl Mitchell coming back. That rotation could be enough to keep some of those guys fresh up front now, and that pass rush could look a lot like it did at the beginning of the season. What do you think?
all the injuries last year are paying off this year. Guys got to play rounds.
That's true.
They got in the game. They've got experience now. We're not bringing in guys that are fresh off the boat. And, you know, this whole thing has worked out like
Perfect.
almost too good to be true.
I know.
And,
Look at the offensive
You know,
line, same thing.
you know, I'm worried about our offensive line depth. That's a key. I think that's something we need to address in the off season. But that's,
Yeah. But you know, if Person comes
not the
back,
time
now
to
you got
talk
Brunskill
about
in
it.
school backing them up. And Joe Staley's looking like Joe Staley. I mean, Joe had enough of the ridicule. He went after Clowney. I mean, he looked as good as he's ever looked. The feet were moving
Well, let's
perfectly.
get the whole scouting team and John Lynch some credit.
Oh,
You got School. You got
Brunskill and Garland.
Garland, but you've got all
School.
the guys they drafted last year are pretty much coming in and playing significant time on the team.
And we got the guy coming back
And,
next
you know,
year
I
from
think
Phil. We got the guy from the Browns that hurt himself at the beginning of the season. He should be coming back next year as well. The tackle that we lost to the knee injury.
Yeah, I don't know. You know,
forgot
his injury was so
Serious?
catastrophic. I don't know. if he'll
You
ever
wonder,
come
huh?
back.
Yeah, they're not saying anything about him since either.
But you know what? I'm telling you, John Lynch is drafted well in the late rounds. You know, we still got Hurd and all those guys coming back next year. I think,
Taylor.
you know, Taylor, you know, I think we've got some situations where we could be a powerhouse for a few years now.
Hey,
and
it's
just
clear as
enjoy
day,
it.
Phil.
Enjoy
it's
it.
clear. The dynasty's underway. The construction is there. The brick by brick thing is happening. Oh, Sean Coleman's who I'm thinking about. And
Yeah, he's been around for a while too, but he took a real serious injury. So,
yeah.
but I still think we need to draft some linemen, interior offensive linemen. That's where we
At least let him
go.
come in and try out. Take a look at him and see if you can find something better for no other reason, though. You're right about it. I agree
sure.
with that. Yeah. So.
But you know, I just, you know, with Kwon coming back, you put Drela in the outside. It's just going to strengthen your linebacker core. You're going to be able to blitz with linebackers instead of corners. I mean, and if you get D Ford out there, I'm only worried about the Saints. Truly, I'm only worried about the Saints.
There you go. Same here. Phil, we're out of time.
So much so that we've already planned our trip to Miami.
I know people are booking hotels, but we're out of time though, Phil. Let's see. You know what? I think we're going to do the game, and maybe we'll come back and talk about it before Saturday. Yeah. All right.
But anyway, you know what?
Go get the headphones from over there.
We're
if
in
I
a
have to
good
tell you
spot.
again, you won't have the phone until I say so.
Who's?
What was
I don't
that?
know what's going on there. All right, Phil.
Not my
All right,
headphones that
Ronbo, I'll
I'm
let
using.
you
Use
go.
the other one.
All right, Phil. Have a good night.
Take care. Bye.
You too. That sounds like Dre. Who is that? Is that Ellis? Ellis. Ellis? Ellis. Was that Ellis? Sound like Dre. It had more of a Dre flavor to it too, didn't it? Hey, Dean. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, yeah. And Ian Sharp says if they win the Super Bowl, Salah he'll leave. His price will go up. Hey, P. Diggy. What's going on with our phone? We may have a phone issue. P. Diggy.
Ronbo.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
What's happening, sir? Happy
P.
New Year
D.
to you.
Tell you, man, we're sitting back here. We're not being mean necessarily, but we've already decided who we can keep and who we can't keep and who's doing this good job and who's not. But we all agree on one thing, Bill P. Diggy. We got Kwon Alexander, the founder of the Hot Boys. He is gonna make his appearance in these playoffs. That's exciting news.
That's right. That's right.
What?
That's right. I'm glad to see you. Glad to see Kwon, get back out here. And I'm glad to see he's been following J.J. Watt, been in contact with him. J.J. had the same injury.
Right.
So Kwon is going to be watching. J.J. is supposed to come back this weekend. They've been in contact, kind of doing some of the same workouts and things of that nature. So
amazing.
it's been good to see. So we'll look at J.J. this weekend, see how he holds up. And we can expect Kwon to be out there next week.
P. Diggy, have you ever experienced anything like a pectoral injury of any kind?
I have not myself, but I've known some folks that have. But
I felt a slight strain before, and I know if you make a quick movement, it hurts like crazy. But I can't imagine what a tear would feel like.
Right.
He must be okay.
Apparently, there's different healing time though within it. But I mean, Kwon, I think the biggest thing is as soon as you can get the range of motion in it. Is the key part without the pain. And Kwon was able to get his range of motion going very quickly, apparently.
Pete, do you remember at the end of the game, he wanted to get back in. He was saying, he was in the locker room moving his arm because That man loves to play. Playing was not going to be an issue with him. These guys are Marines. They're not average men, you know?
Man.
Ready to go. But go ahead.
Ronbo, we're sitting in a good place, man. We're sitting in a good place. You know, I'm excited. That bye was so big. I mean, golly, it came down to inches. Ronbo, we've been playing playoff games for the past 7 weeks.
Ain't that the truth?
Ever since the first Cardinal game, I mean, every game has basically been decided in the fourth quarter.
Starting with the gauntlet.
Overtime.
When did we play Green Bay? That goes all the way back to there.
Yeah. I'm about to say the Green Bay game was the only one probably that was not. So it was.
But I mean, that was the start of the pressure, though.
Exactly. That was the start of the pressure, and it. I think we're prepared for that. I mean, all of those games. I was watching NFL Network the other day, and they was playing the games of the year. Why was the 49ers involved in 1, 2, and 3?
I mean, it's been rough. These guys are grizzled. If anybody's battle tested, and why some of those idiots in some of these NFL networks can't see, the 49ers are as hard. I mean, it's like a special units out there. These guys get through the most difficult situations and come out with that W. Oh, come on, man. You talk about the Saints.
Yeah.
The Saints don't want the 49ers.
Yeah, exactly. We've been battle tested. I mean, that 3-game stretch we had, like they said, that was the toughest stretch in NFL history that late in the season. Nobody's ever faced those opponents like that when we had Baltimore, Green Bay, and Seattle.
Nobody's went through that.
Baltimore, Green Bay, and the Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I understand that's one of the most difficult stretches any team's went through in years. Nobody's been through that kind.
They said history.
Yes.
Said nobody's never
I was
that.
wanting to make sure on that. Was it history?
Yeah.
I think you're right on that.
It was history.
All teams are 10 wins or more at the. Oh my God, that was rough.
That late in the season, nobody's ever faced a schedule like that. And for us to come out of that 2-1, I mean, losing to Baltimore on a field goal at the end of the game.
And could have won that one. Came close.
And could have won that one. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't beat the Saints. We did beat the Saints, Dickie. So what are they talking about? And you can pass on the Saints all day long. If we have D in that game healthy against the Saints, people better stop thinking the Saints are just going to roll over the 49ers. That's just ridiculous thinking.
No doubt. And like I say, if Kittle was healthy, if Emmanuel Sanders didn't get hurt, we had Joe Staley and McGlinchey coming back in that Seattle game, we would have beat Seattle in that first game.
Easily. Easier than we saw the other week. Diggy, we ran out of time. Let me see. I think we're coming before
we gotta leave on this, Ronbo. We ain't did it in a while.
What's that?
Were they cold?
We hot.
Were they cold?
We hot.
1, 2, 3.
Hot boys! Diggy, you're right. We have not done that in a while. All right, fam. Let's see you a little later.
All right. Yes, sir.
And let's see. And Reeves Remo, isn't it a coincidence the last time Niners won a Super Bowl was in '94 in Miami? Fam, these things have got me sleeping at night with the light on. I'm telling you, man. There's weird things going on right now. All these little pieces that are resembling days of glory gone by. Woo! It gives you goosebumps, don't it? Jordan Barrett says, thanks for all you do, Ronbo. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Jordan. And Guerreros. Hey, Happy New Year 2020 is our turn to shine. Go Niners. Guerrero, man, I'm telling you, man. It's looking more and more like, wow. Looking more and more, too. Alice!
Ronbo, Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
It is, fam. Ellis, I don't know what could happen next. You know, Ellis, you've seen number 57. That scene's been seen before. You know what I'm looking for next? There's been a couple of things, too. These scores and things like that. You know what's coming up next? Somebody is going to make the catch. Ellis, I got a feeling it's going to be George Kittle to the post. All of a sudden, Jimmy's going to see him. The game's going to be on the line. We got 20 seconds to go or so. George Kittle George Kittle makes a catch right below the goalpost. It must have been 1 inch. Jimmy G, I don't even know he was throwing that, but George apparently did. He makes that catch. The 49ers, just 3 seconds left on the clock, are going to win this game. I can see it already, And they're going to have 2 statues out in front of Levi Stadium. One with the eternal. That's going to be Montana and Clark. Can you imagine G and George? I mean, this is gonna be crazy. Woo!
Oh yeah. Hey, we that's the kind of memories that you'll never forget, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to set precedents and allow these to be unforgettable moments. Us as fans of the sport and of this team, and I know that's what the organization's trying to do. So I'm just really excited what we've been doing. And, we fighting the fight right now, man. I just can't wait. I can't wait.
Looking gallant, man. That's just...
Yeah, I can't wait. It's feeling real good. And then in regards to the record, I think a few weeks ago, I'm not sure if it was after our first loss against Seattle or our second loss, I remember saying that, when we were talking about, how many losses, I think we talked about the win-losses thing. I don't know which show it was, but I remember saying, I said, 13-3. I said, I'll give us no more than 4 losses. So it sounds like a lot of us are really on, we're really we're really on the winning side of things, you know what I mean? So it's good to hear the confidence and everybody just being inspired, you know what I mean? It's beautiful, They've been giving us something to fight for and something for us to cheer on, so. But yeah, man, I look forward to seeing what we do. I'm going to watch some Seahawks, and I'm rooting for the Eagles this weekend. I don't know about everybody else, but
we should watch what we wish for.
I'm ready to see that birds cook the birds.
But which, hey, Ellis,
it's going to be a big bird
which one would be the easiest? Which one would be the easiest to beat?
Say it again.
Which team do you think would be the easiest to beat, though? In the back of my mind, the Eagles are starting to come on and look like the Eagles. I got a feeling the Hawks would be easier to beat. The second time around, I think the 49ers are going to annihilate them. But we'll deal with the Eagles. But what do you think?
I think a bird is a bird, and they're going to be cooked and ate just the same.
I like that answer. Let me ask.
Yes, sir.
Can all be plucked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what, man, they're going to get cooked and ate up. So, but yeah, I'm just really excited to see what's going on. I hope Kwon. I'm not sure if we should get Kwon this first game, and maybe we should get. I think the more rest, the better. However, if he's ready to go and he's confident, and I would just hate for him to re-injure or anything like that, and then it'd be more of a delay following into next season. But I don't want to. I'm not trying to speak that into existence. That's just something that I think about because it was such a serious injury and whatnot. We want him to be 1,000% coming into next season. That's my whole process of thinking that. But hey, come one, come all, and he's definitely somebody that we need. I'm glad to see the offensive, the defensive linemen that we've been acquiring and stuff. With the Givens and the Zettel, and then that who's that guy we just signed? We took him out of retirement. Is that what they said?
Yeah, that's Earl Mitchell. Yeah, he's
Earl
gonna come.
Mitchell.
I just don't know what kind of role he's going to have, but we'll see about that coming up next week. But
yeah, he's going to need some condition if he's been sitting on the couch. I'm sure we're going to be running him.
He's a big guy too, anyway. All right, Ellis.
Yeah. All right.
Shout
out to you, Ronbo.
All right, fam.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, let's get together Saturday, or before Sunday's game, and then do Sunday's game. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. It's a bird cookout. All right, champ.
All right, fam. I'll look for you later.
All right. Go Niners.
Okay. All right.
Yo.
Hey, Kerry, come on in, fam.
Poppin', man. I'm talking to a legend right now. What's up?
I don't know about that, but thanks, man. Kerry, Tara, I think you were one of the people that first noticed. Hey, there's several of us that already knew that Kwon Alexander got Dre. There's a few people that already knew Kwon. I didn't get excited because I didn't want to get my feelings hurt. Because, you know, if everybody's, Kwon may be coming back. Come on, man, don't play with my emotions like that. But, you know, all of a sudden, this starts to pick up momentum. Kwon's rolling around now on the field, practicing with the rest of the guys. Wow, this is a dare.
Oh yeah, man, he looked good to go, man. I'm excited, man, for that season, for that playoff opener, man, that we got on the 11th, man. And I think I'm so thankful we got this bye week, man, because Shanahan got 2 weeks. 2 weeks, man. Do you know how dangerous that is?
Him and Belichick, you don't want to give him too much time.
2 weeks to sit at an office desk with no distractions, no loud noise, just his notepad and his beautiful ink pen.
And that determination. Because he's got to score
something,
Ronbo, Hendricks, man, about that Super Bowl. Yeah.
And then, hold on. This is my concern, Ronbo. I'm on Twitter, right? Why do we have Niners fans concerned about opponents?
Well,
why are we concerned about teams we already beat?
Well, because they be in your face. You know, Hawks fans, they can be vicious. They be throwing them little digs in there. They try to be polite
Ronbo,
about it.
I'm about to stop arguing with them clowns, man. I'm about to stop arguing with them clowns. Ronbo, I'm 18. I be arguing with grown men that don't know football. Grown men that don't know the logics of football. Why are we saying Ryan Tannehill is better than Jimmy Garoppolo? Why are we saying Jameis Winston is better than Jimmy Garoppolo?
Oh, that's really oh my God. Winston's gonna be lucky to get a job next year.
Grown men that don't know football, man. Like, it's killing me, Ronbo. And I just want to see people's faces, man, when they just come to Levi's and they get blown out. I'm just tired of arguing. I want to play Seattle again. I want to play them again.
I do too, actually.
I want to play them again.
Because you know why, Kay? They're running around now saying, y'all only won that game because that PI. Lord have mercy. You guys had how many chances on it? You were standing right there on the goal line. How about your coach who didn't know about the delay of game thing? Whose fault is that? You guys blame everything on that one play. Yeah, how many shots in the end zone? Man.
Ronbo, don't you know it's been 3 days? It's been 3 or 4 days that Pete Carroll is still complaining about that goal line.
I spotlighted it myself.
Pass interference, man. Take some accountability, man. I mean, if we was arguing with Rams fans, you know, it'll be like laughter, and then they'll understand it eventually. But arguing with Seahawks fans, man, it just ignorant at this point, man. I'm done with it, man. But anyways, man, I feel like we got a strong push heading into the divisional round, man, and I strongly believe we'll end up in the Super Bowl, man. This, and then what's crazy about it, Ronbo, we're not even in our prime yet, man. We still haven't seen what Hurd. I mean, we've seen Hurd play in the preseason. We've seen Trent Taylor play. Just like Phil said, man, we got a team. We got a team that's ready, man, for the next few years, man.
These guys are all young,
and then,
like 22, 23 the most. Yeah, ain't even hit the prime.
Exactly.
So we got a window that's wide open.
Exactly. And then Pete from the New York Post, he's a writer for them. He said a long time ago that Jimmy Garoppolo and Odell Beckham has a relationship behind closed doors, on and off the field.
Oh, really?
So I'm ready, man. I'm ready for this playoff push, and I'm ready for the off season, man. I love our front office. It's a beautiful stadium. We got a good team on our hands, man. I love it, man.
Kay, can you imagine though? You just put together. Let's go ahead and put OBJ on the team, all right? Then you got Deebo Samuel next to him, Jalen Hurd, Trent Taylor. Now, I don't know if we can afford. We have to keep Eman Sanders. You know, I don't know if we can keep all of them, but that is a doomsday offense right there, man. That is. Ooh,
oh yeah, most definitely. And then Ronbo, people not even noticing. Jimmy didn't even get the ACL brace off yet.
he just got to the first year of Kyle Shanahan's difficult offense too. So Ronbo,
I'm ready, man. I'm ready, man.
You should be.
No more talking from me, man. You know the vibes, man.
Kayla,
you know the vibes.
We got to go now too, fam. I mean, I'm gonna see you before the game. But if I don't see you before the game, I'll definitely see you during the game. We definitely got to do the game.
Oh yeah, most
Gotta
definitely,
see
man.
them
Shout out to
Hawks.
you, Ronbo, man. Keep
Thanks,
pushing,
man.
man. I love the network, man. Y'all hit that subscribe and like button, man.
Thanks,
Shout out to
Gary.
my Virginia people. Love y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed night.
Thanks, Gary. You have a great night, fam, and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Emilio, ¿qué pasó, loco? Emilio! Emilio's probably at work, huh? See, Emilio, like,
No, I can hear you.
okay. Okay.
I can hear you. I was talking to somebody. What's up?
Emilio, man, we're laughing, man, because, like, they jumped up and, like, if anybody thought like I did, man, come on, man. Kwon, you can't tear a pec muscle and come back in the same season. Kwon's out there making sure everybody knows, yes, you can. Whoa! So, you know, I tell you, I like that, improving that secondary or that middle of the field. Whew, man.
No, you can come back from it, but I had already looked it up. I don't think he can even come back until either the championship game or the Super Bowl game. So.
Yeah, he can't.
And
He
him
won't
all
be
that
back.
hollering.
He won't be back next week, but maybe the week after. Should the 49ers got to win
They said
first,
either
though.
that or Super Bowl. Yeah, either that or Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
So, to me, that's not something I mean, it's cool if he comes back, but that's just the least of my worries. I'm not worried. But nothing is whoever the hell we play next week, we beat them. That's all I say. I'm taking one game at a time.
How you feel about Dre Greenlaw, though?
About,
I got a feeling Dre is that dude is getting seasoned up quick. That tackle he made was,
a good thing, like I said.
That was pro. That was all pro. Don't hit him low. Hit that B high. He can't fall back in the end zone. His mind is quick. Not just out there doing stupid stuff.
I saw his post game, and he said Salah told him about that. He was up before. I guess they do a lot of red zone defense. And I guess he was saying that Salah said something to him before. Don't get in front of the line because that's how they score on you. He said, get behind the line. That's how you can stop them. I guess they kept going over and over, and he kept messing up, and he kept saying Salah kept yelling him out about it. So I guess finally game time came through, and he did what he was supposed to do. Stop him before the line. Because he said, if you're in front of the line, yeah, the dude's going to score. If you're behind the line, you can stop him. So
because you got to be there. And it's just the way he launched.
That means he's learning and
he
paying
is
attention to where he's
very
supposed
coachable.
To be. So that's a positive to his whole game plan.
Standing there waiting.
Yeah,
as soon as he caught the ball, you see him brace up like a missile, getting ready to fire out of a silo. Bam! Dude fell down, didn't know which arm the ball was in.
Defense.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's what we want. All our players, especially in defense. Then get ready, stopping when they need to stop. Especially like Boston when the whole stopping. What's his name? The fuck is his name? Lynch.
Oh,
whoever on that 4th and 1. So
you mean beast mode?
Yeah,
used to be
like
beast
mode.
That's
what most of we need anyway. So that's the stuff we need. It doesn't matter who it is. Step up and stop them if we need to stop our defense. Other than that, no, I just didn't have too much to say. But that was just my whole thing. I'm excited and happy. It doesn't matter who we play next week. I just hope we just beat them.
Yeah, I don't think.
I can't.
Let's get Kevin. Let's get Kevin Pooh out of the chat.
I think for me,
the
team we play, I think it might be the Vikings. I don't know. Something tells me the Vikings are going to pull up an upset.
Hey, can you imagine? Can you imagine the Vikings beating the Saints? That would ruin everybody's plans across the NFL. They were talking. Everybody's got the Saints whooping our butt and taking and going to the Super Bowl and losing to the Ravens.
Nah, something tells me it's gonna be a Viking upset. Something like I don't know what it is. I just think the Vikings might pull an upset out of this game. We might be playing the Vikings. If we play the Seahawks, it might be later on, but I don't know. The Seahawks can even beat the Green Bay if they play Green Bay. Something tells me that we're gonna be playing the Vikings. I don't know. I just have that feeling.
Could
that
be
the Vikings are gonna have an upset for some weird reason.
Because they've talked about.
I mean, you got to realize they're both dome teams, so it's not changing nobody's environment. So.
And they've talked about Cousins so bad. He's liable to have the best game of his life this week because everybody's talking about him like he's complete ass.
That's my whole thing. I think that's my whole thing about it. I think he's gonna say, you know what?
I'm
How you
against-
like me now?
Yeah, you know,
Think about it. How
it
you like
fires
me
you
now?
up, right? Yeah.
Right.
I think that's why Jimmy had such a great season. People kept talking about him no matter what he did. He can have a great game. Well, we don't trust Jimmy. Why? What did he do? He had one INT, and he throws the 300 yards, and nobody can get over the INT. Forget about the 300 yards. We can't get over that INT. He ain't nobody.
It
He
don't matter.
can't be a
People still
franchise
hating on
quarterback.
Jimmy, so it don't matter. Like,
And he still do, actually,
as
yeah.
long as you keep doing what you
Yes.
keep doing, I know us as fans, we're gonna support you. So it
There
don't
you
even
go.
matter. I don't even care who's holding the running the ball, who's catching it. As long as you're doing it and
JJ,
winning games for us, that's all I
there you
care
go.
about.
All right,
To be
Emilio.
honest.
We got to pull up, fam.
All right, man.
Get back to you shortly.
All right,
All right.
I'll holler. All right.
All right, fam. Oh, God. And, hey, J-A-Y-J.
Ronbo.
J.
Them high boys, we on
Boy, they smoking out,
fire.
ain't they? I'm talking red hot, man. They guys got to pour water on themselves every few minutes before they just flame up. Woo! Kwon. This is a
Hey,
tough team, Jay.
Cal already said Kwon ain't playing till championship game.
Yeah, no, either that or, yeah. Well, yeah, the week after, but at the earliest, yeah. So he ain't going to take no chances. This is, and it's not really necessary at the moment. As you can see, Dre is holding it down and gaining experience and getting better every time, every week. Jay, you know who else is getting better and better? Did you notice Marcel Harris getting his hands on balls? His problem coming out of school was his coverage. He was always able to hit. He's like a heat-seeking missile. But he's out there playing good defense, getting better and better. I trust him.
Oh yeah, they find he must have been listening to your station.
Us talking about him?
He got tired of us talking about him.
He's a good football player. He learns quick. All of our guys seem to learn quick. It's just like Emilio was just talking about with Dre Greenlaw. Dre standing behind that law. Man, when that dude caught the ball, you see Dre like a bull in a ring. It's like he kicked his feet on the ground and getting ready to get that head down and take that butt. Bam! I mean, the dude, Dre was hit so hard, he's laying down, the ball's in the wrong hand. He's laying the arm over across the goal line. He forgot he had the ball in the other hand. Bam! Oh,
he got hit too hard.
But go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry, man. What else? Oh, God.
I'm good. I'm good with everything. I'm feeling good right now. I don't feel no team in the NFC. Hopefully them Saints get put out before we have to play them. So we good.
I tell you, man. And you know what? Not having to play this week, somebody's gonna get hurt this week. I want to wish nothing bad on no other team, but somebody's gonna get hurt in that Philly Seahawks game. So you dodge bullets when you get this bye week like this. This is nothing but a good thing.
Oh yeah.
And you get the
I ain't
weakest
worried
team.
about nobody.
Ooh, I
Worried
love
about no Seahawks or Philly. Yeah, either one of them gonna get it.
I know. It's table is set. Boy,
I wouldn't mind playing Minnesota for real.
I know, right? Because he can't play in prime time. That's why they're going to get a whooping this week. It's going to get ugly out there, too. Saints probably going to whoop the Vikings to death. But, Jay, you know what, though? Cook wasn't there for the last time they played. Cook is on the mic today talking like he's feeling real good. Look for something strange to happen Saturday. I don't know which one.
And they got them two receivers.
Yep.
So, Saints pass defense ain't really too good. So
I see. That's what I'm talking about.
They can get torched.
Yeah. They got that linebacker's pretty good, but, man, otherwise, I don't know. Saints, we scored on them at will, and we was throwing the ball any way we wanted to. So I don't know why people think they just go beat us up.
Yeah, Minnesota bring their A game. They can take them out because Minnesota got a good defense. The only thing really shaking on them is they corners too.
And will Kirk Cousins bring his A game? You know what his primetime record is? It's so bad. But if you get him at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Kirk Cousins just hell then. But just don't get him in prime time. He can't. I don't know what goes on with him. Yeah, we'll see.
That's two dome teams too. So that should be a good game between them.
True. True. Nobody's thinking about that. He may feel real comfortable in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
But we looking good. I like the addition of Earl Mitchell too. You know, nice veteran to bring back to the rotation.
Yep. And he's got playoff experience too. That's going to be of help because all those youngsters need playoff experience. And we got one in pretty much every room. There's a vet. So this is good.
Oh yeah. And if we lose Robert Saleh, we can go ahead and get a veteran coach out there.
I don't
veteran
know.
defensive coach.
But who would that be, Jay? I don't think Salah's leaving, though. I think he's just going over there for the interview experience. Cleveland's probably got to get an offensive-minded coach. They got too many offensive players that need to be tuned up. They're probably going to get the guy that just got fired from Green Bay, from the way it looks now.
Yeah, they probably are because they got too many offensive weapons over there, and they ain't going to trade OG Bay.
Was that an accident? OG Bay. That's what we're going to change his name to when he gets to San Francisco. OG Bay.
I was talking him up, huh?
Jay, we got to go. I'll tell you what, fam. I'm going to see you for the game, all right? This weekend.
All right, no problem.
All right,
have a
man.
blessed night and a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Jay. Thanks for getting in here, too. Night.
Oh, you already know. Let me call us out.
All right.
Night.
Wow. Night. Jay.
Already. Have a good night, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Hey, we're going to check out Dade City, Florida Niners chapter, Omar and company.
Ronbo.
Omar, how you feeling, champ? We all refer to each other now as champ. Look at all them haters running up in here. Boy, they had a bad mood today, Omar. People running through the chat saying all kind of nasty things. It's just so much fun. They're mad as hell.
Ronbo, listen, man. Everybody's been talking so much crap about the Niners. We only supposed to win 3 or 4 games this year. We won 13. We were 4-12 last year, 13-3 this year. They can't say nothing. Nobody can talk about us. Are you kidding me?
They hate it. Ain't nothing they can do about it.
Come on, man. You got too many haters out there, man. Really? Come on, man. Please.
It makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I love the taste of their tears.
Listen, man. Listen. I forgot the caller's name, but the Spanish guy, and I think that could be an upset, man. I think the Vikings could pull off a victory because they've been bashing poor old Cousins there, and I think he's gonna have a big game, man. I really think he's gonna have a huge game.
Oh, they're really.
It's a possibility, man. You never know.
I see it. Because everybody's decided that Drew Brees is immortal. Even before he plays a game. Brees. Y'all said that before our game, too. And it ended up being Jimmy. So you could be right.
Man, listen, man. Brees is a good quarterback.
He is. He's
I'm taking
awesome.
that away from him, but he is very beatable. They beat him before, and he's lost before. Listen, January 11th comes, and we're going to be playing in Levi, and we get our guys back. We are going to put an ass whipping on whoever we put in front of us. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody going to stop us. I don't care what anyone has to say. Any of them haters from the network and from ESPN, we're going to put a straight-up ass whipping on anyone that gets in front of us, and it's going to be bad. And then on the 19th, it's my birthday. Is the NFC Championship game on my birthday. So my birthday gift is for us to be in the Super Bowl, Ronbo.
Perfect.
That's my gift.
And you should have it, too. Oh, because you know what? Next time we play,
yes, sir.
If we get the Ravens, and I don't know if they're going to get past Kansas City. If that's going to be the game of the year next to us playing the Saints. But man, if the Saints win, like you said, agreeing with Emilio, if the Saints get past the Vikings, that game ain't been played yet. You know?
No, sir.
But we ready for it. If we have to deal with the Ravens one more time, and go be no time management situation or nothing like that, and the defense will be ready for Mr. Action Jackson.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna keep it real nice and short tonight because I gotta go to bed. But I got a real it'll take 2 minutes, but I got a gift for my wife this year to go on a cruise. So when I open up my paper, I'm going on a cruise with the 49ers in February.
All right. What?
Yep. Sheldon Day is going to be there. Matt Breida, Jesse Sapulu, our old freaking Bubba Paris, guys I grew up with. And I said, man. So she got me a gift, and I'm going on a cruise with the Niners February 6th.
Wow. What a great wifey. She came up with that kind of a... Look at that. Well, that's special.
Man, let me tell you something. I didn't know that my wife could do that for me. I'm still in shock. And if the Niners win the Super Bowl, I'm going to go meet some of these guys on the boat. It's crazy, Ronbo. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm in shock.
That's a once-in-a-lifetime good time, fam. Well, okay. Well, we got to get this. We got to win. We got to win these games first and get there for you. Yeah. So, so you can actually get in there and just go nuts. Run around the ship with no clothes on, screaming and yelling, throwing champagne all over everybody.
And then it's just one more thing. Plus, we're having dinner with Dennis Brown.
Oh!
I swear to God, I'm not.
Remember, you got to take photos. You got to post that stuff up. Hey, send it to the app. I want to see that. Keep us involved in that so we can live vicariously through you.
I do want to post some, and I'm going to post some on your email. And plus, they're going to have an autograph session. John Taylor's going to be there too, by the way.
Dang.
Yes,
look
at
it up
sometime. Look it up. Just put Faithful Cruise. Just look it up on your time free and just say Faithful Cruise.
Yeah.
It's February 6th to the 10th out of Los Angeles.
Oh, man. Fam, we got to go. That's just too much good stuff. All right. Go ahead and get some rest. You got to get up ready.
I share that good news with you, man.
Fun stuff. That's exciting. God.
Okay, well, Ronbo, thank you for the platform, man, and I love your show. All the Niner faithful and everybody. Let's kick some ass on the 11th, and let's get to the Super Bowl, guys. God bless you, brother.
Hey, God bless you too, fam. And Happy New Year. Talk to you later, Omar. Have a good night.
Take it easy, buddy. Bye.
Is Omar representing Dade City Empire? Hey, Jared. We was looking for AJ the other day. AJ. AJ, where you at, man?
Hello?
Yeah. AJ, can you hear me?
Man, just a bad time, bro.
AJ, don't tell us because you're sitting on the toilet.
Let me finish up the shower and give me 3 minutes.
I knew it. I knew something was going on in the bathroom. I could tell by the echo. Because the acoustics in the bathroom is always like that. AJ, I'm just glad you didn't zoom in. Okay, AJ, go ahead. I'll get back to you.
All right.
All right. And let's go check out and see if Shay's got to be out of the shower. Hey, Shay, come on in, Shay.
Yo, Ronbo.
Shay, you got your boy. Boy, I'm telling you, man, Kwon is going to make an appearance in this playoffs depending upon how far we go. Got Jaquiski Tartt coming back next week. Man, I'm telling you right now, who else? Somebody else is coming back too, it seems. That's 1, 2, 3.
D4.
D. Got him working out indoors so he keep that muscle hot.
He's looking good.
And Shay, don't nobody want that.
Healthy.
They don't want that defensive line to come back together strong. If that happens,
they don't.
Everybody's got to know all bets are off. The 49ers will steamroll everybody else. Ain't got to win but 2 more games. Shh, man.
Yep. That's it, Ronbo. Locking up the bye was the best thing. Obviously, that happened to us. But, to be honest, Ronbo, you just had a feeling that the Niners did. The game was kind of scary because facing Russell Wilson, but, I think we all know, and the Niners, and everybody said, it's not really, the 49ers versus the Seahawks. It's just the 49ers versus Russell Wilson. That's really what it is. That team is terrible. That team is literally a 3 to 4 win team without Russell. And because, he can always pull a rabbit out of his hat at any time.
Suddenly.
It makes him relevant.
But Shay, I don't want to go on and on about the refs, but those opportunistic calls. What, Shay, and everybody's crying about that PI.
Yeah, Ronbo.
But what about that
I even
call?
responded though. Right.
Huh?
Yeah, I've even responded though, Ronbo, about all the holding calls that they missed during that drive. They had at least 3 holding calls on that final drive that they can miss. I understand, like sometimes it's 50-50, but these are blatant holds.
You can
at one
see it
point,
from
Russell
across the
Kuhn
street.
had his left arm. Yeah, like Russell Kuhn had his left arm wrapped around DeForest Buckner as he was trying to make a tackle on Russell Wilson.
All
Like
game
it's
long.
just little things like that. It's kind of just like this is, what's the point of having rules if we're not going to listen to officiating? But like everybody says, like the PI call. Now, what I don't understand is why isn't nobody talking about the fact that Hollister initiated contact with Warner? Like I understand this. Okay, if he was running like a crossing route, right, or like let's say he was running a slant to the inside, then okay, then I mean obviously, but he literally just ran into Warner and then tried to spun away from Warner, hoping to get like a call or something.
That's
like
rehearsed.
That. Like how was any defenders? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How is any defender supposed to play that? Like you're gonna run into me and then you're gonna spin off me, and I can't do anything to try to get myself back into play. Like Warner's not gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna let you have a free touchdown. Like that's just not how it's gonna work. So, but I'm just proud we locked up the bye. Because I mean, we did the work in the regular season, Ron, but we beat the Packers, we beat the Saints.
Oh, they worked hard. And started in preseason, Shay. They worked hard before game 1. And game 3, and everybody's scared of the Browns in Monday Night Football. I was afraid of the Steelers, to be honest. None of these teams.
Absolutely. And we started rolling. Yeah, Ronbo, I mean, like I said, we were all predicting like 10-6, hopefully a wildcard team. We didn't know that we would be the best in the NFC. So, I mean, to take what we were last year, everybody would take that now. We love it. But just some quick points, Ronbo. I love the bye. I think this bye week is actually going to help the Niners more than any other team, simply due to the fact that we hadn't had a bye since week 3. So I think the rest and for the body to recover and go back at it 100%. Like you said, Rumble, you even brought up a great point the last time. I think Monday or Tuesday was the last time you're on. The snap percentages are at 90, 95. That's something, a lot of guys are like, damn, that's tough to go out there 95% of the snaps and play 100%, chase Russell Wilson down. So this bye week gets them right. Everybody's coming back healthy. Definitely the 49ers are going to be one of the toughest outs in the playoffs and definitely the most feared team in the NFC. Well,
even though the talking heads don't want to admit it. Yeah.
Oh, Ronbo, I tried to call him last time. I don't know what happened. My phone disconnected. But, I mean, real quick, on the talk show, on the Get Up in the Morning, I don't know if you ever watched that show with the guy from Mike and Mike. On Get Up, they brought in an analyst. I forgot her name, Anna something. She was a Seattle Seahawks fan. And, just giving, these biased analysis. And I'm like, to me, that just doesn't make any sense. Because if you put anybody from, that calls in from TNT or anybody, you, Rombo, on there, you're going to obviously be based upon being biased to the 49ers because you're a 49ers fan.
Absolutely.
It just doesn't, it's stupid. It's just and that's all they kept talking was the PI calls. It's like, okay, 49ers are going to do what they've been doing all season, Rombo, smacking people in the mouth and, proving them wrong. Just like Jimmy's been doing it all year, just like everybody. So shout out to my TNT brothers, Will, Dre, Trey, Trez, Big Show, Jerry Fresh, all my guys. Love from Rumble. Thank you for giving us the platform. I know we're all going to watch the games and see who we face next. But Kyle's in the lab cooking up some hot plays for the playoffs that we ain't never seen before, Rumble. And Rumble, you the best in the business, brother. The greatest of all time. And we love you, man. And you have a good one, brother. God bless.
I love you back. And Happy New Year, Dre. I'll see you for the game.
All right, Rumble. Take it easy.
Hey, Jay. Have a good night, fam. Oh, God. Wait. Owen Sullivan's made his appearance. Owen's the Owen's the Seahawks fan that we kind of accept. I mean, he's a very cordial guy. He always says, the Vikings will beat the Saints. Can you imagine? That'll be awesome if that happens. Oh, that'll be hilarious. 49er brain dunking. I love it.
Hey. What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing terribly good. In fact, if I was doing any better, it'd have to be against the law. I can't imagine feeling like we're having to feel right now, having gone through what we've gone through, and we're sitting here in a position that, honestly, if everybody admits it, I don't know if we all knew we were going to be sitting here as the best team in the NFC. I mean, what are you thinking?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking well, I always root for the best for our team, but
sure.
Yeah, I'm on the cloud 9 still.
And our good luck is ridiculous. We got Kwon Alexander possibly going to show up somewhere during these playoffs. You got Jaquiski Tartt coming back just in time
Ronbo,
next week.
On that, I hope we don't take Kwon back yet. Honestly.
Okay. Now, how come?
Yeah, I hope we save him for the bowl. I really do.
Because it might be unnecessary to bring him back. That's a good point.
Yeah, I have a few points though. So all week I'm still hearing about this pass interference, and I know everybody's talked about it tonight. But let's talk about the play before that, the Garland play. Okay.
Oh, I almost lost my mind over that one. Yeah, talk about it, please. Good.
Okay, so we were running down their throat. Correct me if I'm wrong. We were looking like we were going to score on them at that moment, right before that happened. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we were running.
So
we were moving the ball with ease.
They make that stupid call. Yeah, they make that stupid call. We get a 3rd and 17. They give it to Mostert, and he gets 16 yards. We come up a yard short, right?
I mean, right. I was hoping they'd do it again. It would have been risky. But I think they would have made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even if they wouldn't have called that stupid call, I don't think we'd be talking about pass interference right now, right?
Exactly.
We would have ran the clock down. Yeah.
Talk about it, Brian, because you know what? That was key. You gave them back the ball. We got the 15-yard penalty, and we had to kick the ball. It was a bad kick on top of that. One of Mitch's only bad kicks of the year. I mean, it was just everything fell into place.
It was a momentum shifter, and the refs knew it, And that's what I hate about whenever we play like a team like Seattle. There's always a big momentum swing, and it kills us. It just kills us every time.
And it always involves the refs. Every time we play in the clink. I still haven't gotten over that play years ago.
Here's my thing. I want Kyle and our defensive coordinator going up to them refs before the game and say, hey, do you guys know, last game we played, I hope we play Seattle next, really.
I really do too, actually. Just to convince them that they're not.
Can you guys maybe help us out on the holding? Because last game we played these guys, they were holding every down, and nobody was calling it. And it was driving me nuts. Poor Bosa, man. I don't know how many times Bosa got held, but he got held like 3 or 4 times.
He's getting rookie treatment. Brian, you know what I'd like to do? If I was Robert Saleh, but it's below him, but not me. I would tell all my guys, listen, guys, if anybody interviews you, get on any media programs, whatever, say things like, it was a tough game. I got held. Every other snap. That's okay. We learn to play through those things, but it makes it a little more difficult. We're down a few guys, so everybody keeps saying it. Pretty soon it gets in the commissioner's ear, and he feels embarrassed about it. That's how you do it.
They just got to be careful. I know they got to be careful so they don't get fined for being.
But Brian, remember when Nick did it with Whitworth of the Rams? Nick just says, the guy's got a great move.
Great.
He locks into your pads, and it goes down, and he brings you with him.
Subtle. Yeah, it was great.
But I voted for him for the All-Star and Pro Bowl.
Talk about, you had a guy calling about a 49er cruise. Is that really true?
Yeah, you know what? I imagine it is. You can't make that kind of thing up. You know what? Check out 49ers cruise what month did he say? He said in February 6th.
Wow, 10th? That's cool. Well, hey, he talked about Bubba Paris. That guy, I have met Bubba Paris, and you couldn't meet a nicer guy.
Everybody's had that. He's all over. He was all over the place back in the day. People are running into Bubba all the time. It's like another guy in your neighborhood.
He's great. He's really personable, and he let me hold his Super Bowl ring. And I kid you not, Ronbo, I could put 3 of my fingers in that ring. His fingers are huge.
He's a big dude. Yes.
He's huge, and he's just super cool. If that guy's going on that cruise and Bubba Paris, I would hang out with Bubba the whole time.
All day.
He's just so cool.
Oh, hey, Brian, remember that story with Bill Walsh told about Bubba, too? He says Bill went around all the area where Bubba lived and told all the fast food places, listen, if Bubba Paris comes in here, could I get you to just serve him a salad?
Well, I remember stories when they were training, they get food when they're at the training facility.
Right.
And I remember stories of him clearing out all the food before the rest of the guys could eat, So
He would have to me once.
Funny.
I would beat Bubba into the mess hall every time after that. I hate getting left out on food. God. Right.
You kind of scrape them at the bottom to get like the last bit of the rice or
the
whatever.
Juices and things like come on, Bubba.
So
Come here. Bubba, give me some of that food off your plate then.
Bubba's great. I've met him. He's so nice. I mean, he's just a big lovable dude, but he's huge. Oh my God, that man is the
you don't want to get him on the field. He's mean then. Brian, we're out of time. Brian, I'll see you during the game if you're going to be watching Hawks versus Eagles.
I'll be watching.
All right, fam.
All right, you take care, too.
You too. Have a great night. Happy New Year.
You too.
And there's more Owen Sullivan. He says, if I wasn't a Hawk fan, I'd like the Niners. Come on, Owen. Don't be nice. God. Oh, what do you got? It's the only Hawks fan you can't really get mad at. Oh, there's a few more. I mean, they're not all bad. Some of them that come in are okay. At least 3%. Hey, Dustin.
What's up, Ronbo?
Dustin, we're getting all crazy because we just heard about Kwon Alexander possibly making a playoff appearance. And a lot of the other guys coming back, too. But, Dustin, what's making you crazy about the fact that, and something it was mentioned earlier, too, should we give thanks to guys like Deebo Samuels and Dre Greenlaw, Jimmy G rounding into shape, the MVP of the team, George Kittle? Well, you know what? I mean, maybe too early. We should probably spend the end of the season and give thanks for these guys and eat turkey and everything else, But, Dustin, what do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, you also got to throw Raheem in there, too.
I wasn't through mentioning names. I was going to get carried away. I didn't want to, take up too much of your time. God, we got so many guys that are just doing great.
Oh, yeah, man. And hey, if Kyle Shanahan's listening, could you please not use Matt Breida in special teams and use them more as a running back?
That's so scary.
I don't know why he was using him at special teams.
Hey,
and here's the thing. I think, what's that?
No, I was going to say, remember he did that to also to our wide receiver, Marquise Goodwin. When that's your last step. Shannon's really pissed with Matty B for some reason. He did that to Goodwin. I know he's not happy with Goodwin. Is Matty B going to go down that same path? No. Okay, go ahead. But finish. What are you going to say though?
Oh, well, here's the thing too. Like use Tevin Coleman because last few games he's only averaging 2, maybe 3 yards a carry. I mean, not very much. Use him for a third and short, or the goal line touchdown when they're on the 1 or 2. Try to use them. I mean, use guys like Raheem and Matt when they're on a roll. Keep using them, opening that running hole, and keep making them look dangerous as they are. So I just don't use Matt too much in special teams.
Dustin, he's also great in the backfield. If you use TC coming out of the backfield for passes, that works great. That's what he does. Putting Matty B on special teams, you're going to end up getting him hurt. I don't know. I'd love to know what is the problem with Kyle and Matty B, but that's not a good sign to see him put him on special teams. That means he has no chance unless he just wants to put a lot of fast guys on special teams. Otherwise, I don't know what that's about. He's not the kind of guy I want to see making tackles.
And especially where he's already had some injuries this year. Yeah. Let's use Matt Breida, what he's been good for this year so far, and that's him and Raheem sharing the ball,
and running that stretch. The fumbles did it.
Exactly.
Yeah, Matty the ball got stripped out of his hands, but he's already on the ground from what I could see. He had another fumble. He fumbled out of bounds. I don't know.
Yep. And then I'm so glad you had a caller mention this about the bogus PI when Holster went, or what's his name? Went up to when Fred Warner, or when he pushed on Fred Warner first, and then I'm glad he brought that up because I saw the same thing, and of course Seattle's still complaining, and then I have to, I try not to listen to too much of ESPN stuff or whatnot, but I get a kick and laugh out of watching Skip and Shanahan talking smack about the Niners. They're still bringing that up.
Skip is just bitter. I mean, imagine being a Cowboys fan. They got all that talent. That's what I'm talking about with the coaches. They got all that talent, and they're still getting their butt handed to them by teams. They haven't beaten a team this year above 500. Can you imagine that? That's strange.
And then it runs shortly after talking about the Niners, and they move on to the Cowgirls, which I don't know if you've heard, but they finally got rid of Jason Garrett. It sounded like on ESPN
on meeting number 3. Okay, because I knew they were going to meet today. I haven't heard. I will stop paying attention. So Jason Garrett is out. Are they going to move him up to the front office?
I guess. I don't know what they're going to be doing.
I don't know who they're going to do for a coach. I'll get more of that later. Skip Bayless supposed to be just sick because he's already went on record saying Jason Garrett's going to continue to be his coach. Guy's an idiot.
And I can't help but think he still has personal beef with Richard Sherman. That's probably why he also dogs us too, because Richard calls him out. So
I know, and it was right too at that time. Hey, Dustin, we're gonna go. I'll tell you what. I'll see you during the game and after. Okay.
Awesome. And you're gonna watch. We're gonna do a live.
Yeah, we got to watch. Yeah, we got to watch the Hawks, and then after we'll get to them and talk about it because that game affects us in the following week. So we may as well get together on that one. So yeah.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for having me on your show, Ronbo, and love what you do.
It's a pleasure to have you. Thanks.
I hope to hear you say "la la la" when the Eagles beat the Seahawks. You know,
we're gonna say "ooh la la" for us, but I'll find some way to celebrate that game because I don't like the Hawks, and you gotta like the Eagles because we don't have anything against the Eagles really, but the Hawks in our division, oh God, yes, let Russie get beat. I'm tired of him being referred to as the MVP, the greatest quarterback since Joe Montana. I heard that and it really pissed me off. So he's not in Montana's league. God, okay.
No. All right, Ronbo. Have a good night, man.
You too, fam. Bye. And Shay, I see you down there. He says, if you don't think Kyle is in the lab cooking up fresh plays for whoever we face, then you're sadly mistaken. The boy genius is fast at work as we speak. Oh, Shay, I'm so on the same page. Hey, go Niners, baby. 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. 49er faithful empire. Hashtag empire. Hashtag TNT. No. Shanahan's not going to wait. I was arguing with a guy yesterday about that. Well, we don't even know who we're going to play yet. Oh, you guys don't know Kyle any more than that by now. Shanahan already knows the Seahawks. He's probably got all kind of plays. He's going to rope-a-dope the Seahawks anyway. But what we're going to say is Shanahan planning for the Eagles. He's not going to wait until then. Oh, that's not going to happen. That's not Shanahan's style. Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Chris, it's Hot Boys is what's up. Kwon running around
with
a blue jersey on. Oh, God. And everything else that's going on. You got Jaquiski coming back. You got D Ford working out indoors to make sure that muscle stays hot. We're looking like we're getting ready to do some damage next week, whoever we play.
Yeah, just like how Seattle was kind of pulling off, signing up a player off retirement. Earl Mitchell said, hold my beer. I'm coming back.
Hey, Chris, Earl looks like he's put away several six-packs a week since he left, too. That dude is huge. But, I bet he can still move because some big men can move with all that size. And Earl plugging up the middle, he should be fresh now. And he should be better than what he was before he left us. So I like this.
He should have a week of practice and a little more, into the game shape. So that's a good advantage of why we have a first-round bye. And then, and then having Kwon Alexander is coming back. Like, if we keep advancing, the chances of him coming back is going to be huge. So that's going to make our defense a lot better. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these. I don't know what's up with these other fans. It's like they don't really give it credit. But when I tell them, hey, the only team that you guys should look at as the most overrated team is the Green Bay Packers. Come on, who have they beat? You're just talking about. You're talking about we're lucky. If we're lucky, how come we beat the shit of the Green Bay Packers?
Right?
Come on, let's be real.
And the Saints. You can't get lucky 13 times. The Seahawks proved that. The Seahawks got lucky 12 times, and look what happened. Luck ran out.
Yeah, and then talking football with Raider fans is like arguing with special eds, man. They don't have no knowledge. They're so stupid, really dumb.
Man, They just
They're
don't.
slow. They're slow
they
with football knowledge. They can't even argue. They always like saying, they always predict kind of like an Adam Rank. Oh, you guys are going to be done after this. Oh, book it. Oh, I'm like, come on,
and
man.
they know nothing about the team. They know nothing about the 49ers. They just start rambling off. Last year, I'm arguing with this dude on Instagram about who's better between Jimmy G and is Carr. Fam, have you seen enough of Carr to know that he's on his last minutes as a starting quarterback? He's not going to get. He's Mr. Checkdown. What?
I mean, he's played for a while. He's got a lot of experience, man. I mean, he's good, but he's just not like when he gets around a certain amount of time. That's when he excels, But he's not like Jimmy G at a higher level difference, I like Carr. I mean, I like him for Fresno State because I kind of live by there, but he is nowhere near Jimmy G's level because he's not going to win you the big ones. He's never won a big one at Fresno State, and he sure as hell never won a big one at Fresno or in the NFL.
I tell you what, next year it's going to be interesting to see. Well, this is concern us anymore. Now they get the hell up out of Cali and they're going to Vegas. It's going to be interesting to see between Gruden and Derek Carr what's going to happen to those two. If I'm the owner, I'm thinking, I'm not. These guys aren't going anywhere. I need to make some deals, and man, but let them do that. What we got to be concerned with is the fact that we need to do not get caught up in any situation with the team next week. We got to beat them and beat them easily. And I want Nick Mullins in the fourth quarter finishing up that game.
Yeah, bring on the Seahawks, man. Bring on the Seahawks. I don't care. Round 3, let's beat them and then shut these fans for good, man. These bandwagons are nothing but full of excuses and nothing but full of disgrace. They're always coming up with excuses, and if we just come up with another challenge in round 3, you'll hear the end of this fan base coming to an end.
Wouldn't it be funny? It'd be like a baseball series. We won 2 out of 3 and should have swept the series against the Seahawks. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. No, but honestly, some of the Niner fan base are afraid to play in Seattle for a third time. Honestly, bring it on. I like the idea of facing Seattle. Seattle, I mean, come on, give us our best shot. If you guys think you're better, come play us again.
Because they don't have enough. They don't, if they're not going to have their run game, I mean, it might be a little competitive if they had Chris Carson and Prosac and some of those other guys they have. Those are good running backs. You're not going to beat them. They had nobody. The game was close because the referees came in and pulled a plug on the 49ers with that Ben Garland. You know what? I'm not going to. I don't want to talk about that play again. I almost lost my mind that night.
That play was kind of bogus.
It was
bogus on the play because he didn't hear the whistle. But hey, let's see what people were hyping about Marshawn Lynch. On those 2 plays, man, he didn't do much, and then he got off the play and went to drink a water. That was so damn hilarious. Like, what the hell? He didn't do shit.
Oh, God.
He looked like he was a little out of shape.
Yeah, and you can't eat 2 or 3 pounds of Skittles a day and maintain any kind of shape. I mean, it's comical. Guys got to.
Yeah.
Anyway, fam, I'll see you for the game.
Yeah, but instead of that play on Hollister, like where Greenlaw made the play, instead of the city of Hollister, California, how about we change the city to Greenlaw for one? Get rid of that city.
Okay, I was thinking, what's this outside of Salinas? That's Greenfield.
No, it's right by like down San Benito County, but there's a city called Hollister.
No, I know what Hollister
change that
is.
city.
I got a couple of friends that live in Hollister. I mean, what is that city right outside of, just before the garden capital of the world?
Right down San Juan Bautista.
San Juan Bautista. I like San Juan Bautista. That's where the mission is. Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Gilroy. What's that right next to Gilroy?
Yeah. Oh, it's a garlic city, man. Right where Jeff Garcia's from.
See? But anyway, hey, fam, we're going to go. And I tell you what, I'm going to see you to the game and after. We're going to talk about our opponents after the game, all right?
Yeah, I look forward to it. I'm going to look more forward to the Seattle and Eagles game because I would probably determine the game personally. But it wouldn't surprise me if the Vikings actually beat the Saints. But I think Saints are going to beat the shit out of Kirk Cousins.
Everybody's talking about it. All right, fam. I'll see you then, huh?
All right. Niners!
Well, yeah. Hey, Rick.
Sir, what's good?
Rick, it's all good. Red and gold. Ice cold, baby. Look, wait, what are we talking about? It's hot boys. All right. We're talking about Kwon coming back. First of all, is actually a small miracle. And if D4 can finally get his hamstrings the last 3 games, I don't know who's going to be able to stop the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really. Good God.
100%. 100%.
And that goes to the Ravens, too.
The signing of Earl Mitchell was big to help out with the interior because that's kind of one of our areas of weakness right now. So
Absolutely.
get him back in there along with Solomon Thomas and Eric Armstrong and Defoe, they'll be expelled. So therefore, once we made our defense so great at the beginning of the season, we were stopping the run so easy. So before we had 3rd and long, whatever, and we could just pin our ears back and get after the quarterback. But once
you got to have that 3rd and long situation.
And Bono Belair and everybody went down. You know, we didn't have the same thing, and everybody started getting tired, whatever. But I think with that, and especially now with Kwon Alexander coming back, possibly as well as Drake Greenlaw moving Alshire here to the sideline. I mean, our linebacking core is going to be amazing again, as well as D4. So therefore, people can't just slide protection over to Joey Bosa. So I mean, everything is lining up for us to have a dominant. I look for our defense to go back to the defense where everybody knew from week 1 through week 8.
Yes,
our offense is starting to click now. And we're going to roll on everybody. Like I said before, at the early beginning of the season, we are that team. I don't care if people don't believe in us, if Seahawk fans are crying about a pass interference call when they didn't cry about Russell Wilson stepping over the line of scrimmage to throw a touchdown, which they never reviewed. They never cried about that.
Rick,
so I mean,
how many chances they have to score, Rick? I count 4 times. 4 times. You can put that PI in there all you want, but they had 4 opportunities to get into that end zone. And we're sitting there sweating bullets. I thought they were going to win it. They blew it. That's all there is to it. Our defense stopped them. So they, cry about that PI all they want. It's irrelevant.
And the thing about it is they don't even want to talk about Kevin Gibbons and how their offensive line kept holding him over and over again, but they never called one holding call on him. So, you know what? It doesn't matter. Everybody keeps overlooking us. At first, it would bother me. Even the Saints are somehow they rank ahead of us in the power rankings, even though we beat them in
their house.
Yeah, we beat them in the Superdome. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Keep overlooking us. Keep waiting for that proverbial shoe to fall. We're going to smack everybody. And trust me, once we win the Super Bowl, I promise you I'm going in. The Niners fans should go and clown everybody, hit everybody up. Hit everybody, all these pundits that keep saying, well, I don't know. I trust somebody else. I don't know. I trust somebody else. Everybody is like, how much longer do you have? What else do you need to see from us? But just call Super Bowl champs at the end. Call Super Bowl champs, and you all can suck it all because we are Niners. We're the Niners. Niner Empire, Niner Faithful. We're back. We're about to start a new dynasty. We are that team again.
Tell you, because Rick, I've already got the scenario written up. Because if we win, get to the Super Bowl and win it, well, the 49ers won mainly because of the fact that the other team underachieved. Oh, here we go. They'll find a way not to give the 49ers any credit. I like this role, though. Keep saying it.
Yeah,
it makes you feel better.
I like it, too. I like it, too. I really do like it because, honestly, if they didn't already have the underdog mask, I'd be ready to get the underdog mask because I've never seen a 13-3 team get so much disrespect as if we went on eBay and Craigslist with them bought a record.
Good God. I mean, can't get no respect. You know what they really hate, though, Rick? They hate it that we have a genius offensive coach, a guy who can score on anybody. And I knew this was going to happen. As soon as they understood what Kyle was cooking, you can't stop the 49ers. We've seen some things go on in Nolans I still don't believe. I got Emmanuel Mosley throwing passes deep downfield for receptions. I got us running.
You know what's funny?
Oh.
You know what's funny and scary at the same time is that you're giving Kyle Shanahan 2 more weeks to prepare for whoever. It doesn't even matter. So guess what? He has more plays. And the thing about it is, you can see as Jimmy G has trusted, number one, his knee again, and trusted the receivers because he's no longer just holding the ball waiting for somebody to get open. He's actually starting to throw the ball open to a spot. We're gonna beat everybody, so it doesn't matter because a lot of people didn't believe in Jimmy G, and I said, you know what? He's poised. He doesn't get rattled under pressure. He's not one of those quarterbacks that shrink up when you see a pass rush. He may throw a INT, whatever, but it doesn't matter. He is a gunslinger. He's always looking to go down the field. He's always looking to make it happen, and his eyes
You're right. He hates checkdowns. He does. He really hates the check down. So you're right. Hey, good stuff, Rick. Rick, let's see me game time and after the game this weekend as the Hawks and the Eagles square off and get at each other. We'll look at that and talk about it after it, okay?
Absolutely. It doesn't matter. Honestly, just to laugh at them, I would like to see the Philadelphia Eagles beat them just to laugh at them. But if they come here, if they come to Santa Clara, come and get smacked up because I promise you it's not going to be close this time around. But anyway, not in Facebook, not in the Empire. Y'all have a great rest of your evening.
You do, fam. And night, Rick.
Okay.
And Happy New Year.
No. Happy New Year to you. Bye.
And there's, I just read the most obnoxious things on the chat, and some of them are just silly, but one guy says the Hawks have won multiple Super Bowls? Has anybody seen the Hawks win more than one Super Bowl? Have I been sleeping in a void? The Hawks have won multiple Super Bowls? Hey, Carlos! Carlos! I'm going to ask Carlos.
Ronbo.
Carlos, let me ask you a question. Do you know of the Seahawks winning any more than one Super Bowl?
Nah, man, they fucking just won one.
That's what I thought. Okay, it's not me then.
They lost two.
Well, I know.
They lost two.
Anyway,
they probably had
Carlos,
a dream or something.
More better things to talk about. We got Kwon Alexander coming back somewhere between now and the championship game. And Jaquiski looks like he's going to be okay. D Ford is getting ready. You know what we're going to look like? We got also Earl Mitchell back in the middle. He's not going to be DJ Jones, but he's a big-bodied guy that's got a lot of experience. We need that. So, we could look a lot like we did. Remember after the bye week we came back on a Monday night to deal with the Cleveland Browns? I don't know about you, but I was a little worried about that. And we just beat them to death. Guys got a lot of rest in and came back. That frontline defense was just ridiculous. Remember Nick Bosa? Baker, you good?
I just hope they don't kind of rush Kwon, back in there.
They're not going to rush it back in. He's not going to play next week.
I mean, I'll feel better if we make it to the Super Bowl at least.
God.
I think they should. If we make it to the Super Bowl, they should put him in there.
Yeah,
he'd be more healthy too.
Even the NFC Championship game. If the 49ers get past this next week, Kyle's not gonna hold him out. This is his dream, and why not let him play? What's the worst that could happen? He hurts his chest again. Yeah. He was already going to be out. Then let him be out, but give him a shot. Don't not let him play. That would be just cruel. He'll heal up over the offseason if he needs to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he'll play.
Yeah, I mean, then they can just insert him in the championship game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the 49ers get the NFC Championship game, which is likely looking that way, Kwon's up. He's got to have a weekend anyway. He's got to get some burn in. So,
Ronbo. Yeah, I'm just so happy for this team, man. They totally, changed the whole direction. Last year.
4 wins last year, Carlos. 4 times.
Mm.
That's all.
Who the hell would have thought that we were gonna be 13-3 like how Mr. Kenny said, man? That dude hit it on the nail.
And Kenny said that with confidence, Carlos. I mean, he was serious.
Actually, I was kind of, I didn't deny it either, but I had a feeling they could have done that too. I mean, they had all the talent. If you think about it, Ronbo, they had all the talent.
We didn't know.
We lost so many close games last year too.
I know. Yeah. Well, Larry, you're right. You know what I was worried about, Carlos? So I didn't know Jimmy's knee. I knew he was. He looked strong in preseason, but he looked, a little not ready. And I wasn't worried about his ability as much as can he get back into form before it's too late. And then we didn't know Debo. We had him as our wide receiver. Trent Taylor's not going to make it this season. You already know George Kittle's going to be fine. And then you had other receivers. We had Kendrick Bourne. And Dante Pettis was a disappointment. And that's when I really started to worry. So, because I said, all we can do is run? Oh, no. So, but look what happened. Now look. We look like a force run game. I mean, wide receivers are lit. We're doing it. Debo's just awesome. Oh, God, he's good.
That dude put a lot of work in, man. I love that dude. It's just what Kyle does with him, man. It's impressive. It's like, freaking Kyle could just get these, these players, and just make them look like all-stars.
And he's trusting Debo more and more. You notice that? Debo gets burned every game. He's running a jet sweep. Jimmy's throwing him, trusting and throwing him open. I mean, Debo's out there making moves on people because you know what? He hates to get tackled. This dude is awesome, man. He's like George Kittle.
I know, man. Dude, once I saw that juke he did, man, this guy's got, this guy has a lot of talent, man.
Oh, God.
We did a good pickup, man. Debo, that dude's going to be in the future for us, too.
Oh, yeah. We've seen nothing yet. Wait till he stops being a rookie. He's just being a rookie right now. Doing what he's doing. Wait till next year when he gets really a little more polished. Jalen Hurd, Debo, George Kittle on the same field at the same time. What? Emmanuel Sanders, get out there. Trent Taylor, put him in the slot for this player. Oh, man. That offense is going to be lit. And you know how the defense is going to look? Carlos, we could be back-to-back years of supremacy. Whew, man.
That's what I believe too. Ronbo, I have a feeling they could do, back-to-back. But first, we just need to get in there first.
You know what's going to be funny, Carlos? As we see the free agents and guys that are rolling around, when you're a really good team, free agents start you don't have to ask anybody. They're calling you, right? So I think it's going to be funny to see what happens because, the great teams always seem to get the best players coming over. Before you know it, you got this all-star team because everybody wants a ring. They'll play for anything.
Just like Sanders, Emmanuel.
I know, right? I want to keep him, too. We don't really need to get anybody.
Yeah, that'd be good, too. We have a lot of good players, man. We've got a lot of good players, and this is just it seems like it's the year. It should be the year.
Yeah, it really looks good, don't it? 13-3. Are you kidding me?
Man,
hey, Carlos.
I'm so happy.
Carlos, give my regards to that great family of yours. I'm gonna see you game day.
Ronbo. Sure, and just shout out to all those Niner freaking faithfuls that showed up at that Seattle game too, man. There's quite a bit.
I know.
And,
they hated it.
We gotta show up in the divisional. All right.
We definitely got it.
Niner Empire, man. All right, and just send us home, Ronbo.
All right, fam. A Niner! Man, Carlos. Carlos, Happy New Year.
All right, you too. Happy New Year.
Thanks, fam. Let's go check out Justin.
Yeah, hey. I'm not playing at the same team. Hey, hello.
Justin, you say what?
Yeah.
No,
I'm raging right now. I'm playing Madden.
I thought so. You'll always tell when somebody's on a V game because they start yelling obscenities and getting crazy.
Well, I haven't played this game, because I was at college. I'm in college, and
you haven't got time to work out, do you? People understand you got to work out in the Madden games. Yeah, you can't just go punch somebody because they'll beat you up.
Oh yeah, so that's what. Especially when you got two people from the military back from leave, and they're kicking your ass in Madden.
And they've been practicing. Yeah. Justin, hang in there, man. You represent.
Oh, how you doing?
Right? Justin, I'm doing legendary, man. Because we got Kwon coming back into the fold. I didn't think for sure he wasn't come back until next season. I saw everybody talking about him, Kendrick winning film. But this year, Kwon, really? Come on back, man. Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
You do it, huh?
I think Kwon. I think he's going to be bringing back that spirit back to the defense. Because have you noticed that the defense ever since week 13, that force that turnover machine hasn't been really there. Hasn't been really there. The week 13 hasn't been really there.
Some of it's tired though. Just no week, no break, and no rotation with guys going down injured. They got lots of guys out there now, including you got guys they can rest a little bit. The rotation is strong. I really do like what I expect to see coming next. They got 2 weeks rest. They got more players to come in and rotate. D's should come back, and that should help a whole lot. We could look like we did at the beginning of the season, as far as the defense goes.
I have to assume Kello how he played because I went back and I reviewed, how he played. And I was like, making simple mistakes, overplaying your coverage, simple things he did in the past where I thought he corrected. I really thought he did correct that.
I know.
It looks like he's still doing the same thing. He's still doing the exact same thing. I'm like, come on, man. There's only so many times I can defend you.
Well, same here, because I had all kind of hopes for him in the beginning of the season, because as I said, last year he was starting to make the right adjustments. The beginning of the season was razor sharp. He got hurt. He comes back. It's like, whoa, Kello, you're starting to remind us of what you were doing before. How come? I thought you were past. Yeah. You thought he was past that hurdle, right? Okay, the defensive line, he's connected to that defensive line.
I think what you should do with him, though, is see how he plays the first quarter. Because if he's still getting beat, because whoever we play, okay, so if the Saints beat the Vikings, or Eagles, or we face Seattle, you're still having Metcalf, or I don't even know who the verse, because if the Vikings or the Saints beat the Vikings and the Eagles beat the Seahawks, we'll be facing the Eagles, and the Eagles don't have that many receivers. But if we face the Seahawks, the receivers for the Seahawks are really good. You still have Metcalf, you still have those, you still have Hollister, you still have those receiver to turn running backs.
Yeah, Hollister.
So there's a lot. I'll see how he plays in the first quarter and see how he does. If he's still struggling, then I think you put him out in Mosley.
But Justin, can you afford that though? Because they were real patient with him in this last game, and it really cost us. That game did not have to be as close as it was. We should have blew the Seahawks out. In fact, had it not been for that Garland, even with Kello struggling, had it not been for that call on Garland, that game's a wash. We do not sit up and worry at the last minute. But it is what it is. But Kello, you don't last. You give him a short leash though. If he's getting smoked right from the beginning, because they're going to go after him right off the bat. If that's the case and he doesn't respond, okay, that's it. Next season we'll work with him.
Obviously next offseason is gonna be a struggle because you got 9 receivers on your roster right now. One coming back because they got 3 on injured reserve.
I know. I don't know what's gonna go on. So, I know Dante Pettis better bring something. I don't
know. So is that another failed experiment? Is that Dante Pettis another failed experiment where you just is that like a wasted pick?
It would appear that way.
That's a lot.
Because count your 6 receivers for next year. Because you know what? We got way too many. Trent Taylor comes back,
and there's no way we're gonna have 6 though. There's no way because you have 4 running backs. I'm pretty sure they're bringing back Jarrett McKinnon. Knowing Shanahan and know Kyle how patient he is, he's gonna eat that money for Jarrett. So,
well, you know what? The way he's treating Matty B right now, I'm not sure what's going on there. That's strange.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so I don't know what the plan is, but all I know is that the Minnesota Vikings game and the Eagles game is going to be something to watch out for.
All right. We got to go, Justin. I'll see you game time.
Yes, sir.
Sunday night.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you right after too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Get back to that. Madden. Don't lose the Madden game, man, because you represent. Okay?
I'm playing with my cousin right now. It's really frustrating.
All right, fam. See you Sunday. And we go to Maurice. Maurice? Oh. Hey, Bill! I'm sorry.
Hello?
Bill! Come on in, man.
Oh, man, it's been
Bill,
all right.
You're not eating Skittles, are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Are you eating Skittles? I heard a paper bag, and you make that sound like when a guy's eating Skittles.
Sure, why not? I'm eating some Skittles, enjoying going to watch them lose. About Madden, that sucks. I wish I could play Madden. My system kind of fried itself, so
Yeah, well,
I got to get a new one or get it repaired. So
anyway, Bill. Hey, Bill, you got Kwon Alexander coming back, and maybe
I knew that. I told you about that one.
Yeah, you were right on that, and you got everybody else coming back. Bill, our defense could look a lot like it did at the beginning of the season. If that's the case, the 49ers will cakewalk their way right on into the Super Bowl, no doubt about it. Because the offense has gotten up on their feet. That's too much for any team to try to stop. So, what are you thinking on this?
I got a good laugh today. I was approached by an Eagle fan wearing my 49er hat, and
wait.
He came up and told me. He came up and told me that after the game, after they beat the Seattle Seahawks, they're going to beat us. They're going to smoke us like 42-0.
Well, he probably fantasizes a lot, and that's okay. Everybody's entitled. 42.
But you got to lay off. You got to understand that it's just a Madden game, man. This is reality. Reality is you're going to lose.
42.
We're playing that Madden. Come to reality.
There's only one quarterback that can score 40 points on the 49ers, and we already beat him, too, because we outscored him. Mr. Breeze is probably still wondering what the hell happened there. So the Eagles, Carson is good, but he's not 42 points against the 49ers good. He didn't have the kind of weapons he needs for that anyway.
They try to talk all this big game about Sanders, and I'm like, okay, all right, well, that's just one man. We got more than one man.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Man.
And they're going to stay with Jason Garrett. Long and behold, breaking news, Garrett's not going to be fired. Don't get your hopes up. He's a yes man, and I think he's going to stay with Jason Garrett because I think he watched the tape on Jimmy Tomsula, and he's afraid that if he signs Jimmy Tomsula and it happens to them what happened to us, and they're going to get backlash, and they're talking about what was his name, Skip Bayless or whatever his name is, talking about impeaching Jerry Jones. I laugh on that one.
Skip, is that what he said? Skip Bayless is the poor guy. He's gonna have to have medication at some point if he continues to be a Cowboys fan. They're making him crazy.
He should put on the Niner hat and just give up on the Cowboys.
And then he's got Shannon Sharp making fun of him, drinking Hennessy and smoking cigars because he likes the Eagles. And Skip.
Entertainment.
But listen, here's the thing. You've got who do you want to play between the Eagles and the Hawks next week? Does it matter to you?
I'm going to be honest with you. I know our team could beat the Seattle Seahawks, but I don't want another stressful game. I don't want to deal with the refs. I just, I know we could beat the Seahawks, but I want to hear them cry more. I want to see the Eagles play the Niners and lose so we can shut the Eagles up.
Well,
so they
true.
Can't say, well, if you played us, we would have did this to you. Let's go ahead. I want us to play the Eagles, beat the Eagles out of submission, send them home, have a laid-back game, and just tear them up and just have our way so that we can run into the NFC Championship with momentum, and no matter who we face, we'll do the same to them. And then we go into momentum in the Super Bowl.
And win that too.
All heaven from there.
And Bill, what I'd like after that, after you win the Super Bowl, let's go ahead and get an exhibition game going with the Seahawks after the season's over and say, hey, Hawks, before you guys go, everybody thinks that you guys should beat us. We're going to play on a neutral ground. We're all going to agree on the referees, and let's get this thing cleared up right now. Maybe play flag football so nobody gets hurt.
We'll have next year. On that one. They will. I don't really care excuses. They've dominated us so long with the help of the referees and missed calls. It's just family justice has been served.
Bill, we're gonna go.
Now they know the feeling.
Bill, we're out of time. Listen, Bill, I'm going to go ahead and set up that Eagles and Seahawks game. Then we're going to talk after the game so we can laugh and clown. If the Hawks lose, it's going to be nothing but a straight-up party because I don't hate the Eagles. The Hawks, you and I both know how we feel about them. But anyway, we'll
Did
see
you get
there.
Did you get you a T-shirt? The West is not enough.
The refs are not enough. I should have.
The West.
We should all have that
T-shirt. The West is not enough.
Oh, the West is not enough. Hey, wait. Didn't they put in that T-shirt? That shirt's available, isn't it?
Yes, I purchased it, but I'm not going to get it till like the 15th. I ordered it like 2 days after the game, and they're behind on it. But you'll get it before the NFC Championship.
That would be important. I'm going to check into that. All right, Bill. I'll see you this Sunday.
And subscribe to Marquise Goodwin's YouTube channel. Can show him some love.
I'm already,
everybody.
Oh yeah, I'm already subscribed. Been there for a long time.
All right, good. And give me a Niners shout out before you go. My girl wants to hear you.
A Niner! Big Bill. Hey, say goodnight to your lady, too. Night, Bill.
Bang, bang, Niner gang. Talk to you later.
All right, fam. Let's go check out KC.
Hey, Ronbo. What's up, man? I'm pretty tired, man.
KC, you
been waiting 2 hours for you.
Oh, I'm sorry, KC. We get a lot of folks in here. But KC, now that you're here.
My enthusiasm is still here.
I can see. Okay, KC, you got a lot to think about now and be grateful for this season. And we got a long way here. And people are talking about 13-3 I asked earlier, I says, did you know the 49ers were going to win the conference? Did you think they're going to have a wild card? And the overwhelming response for everybody believing in the 49ers. So, Casey, did you know the 49ers were going to be where they are right now?
Yeah, I did. You can go back on the calls, too. I said they'd be 4-0, 8-0, and I'm pretty sure I said 14-2. But.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking preseason before game one when all guys like, what's that guy that said we're going to win 3 games and lose 13? During those days.
Oh, Adam Rank. Yeah.
Adam, yeah.
Yeah, I thought they could do it back then. I knew the Browns were going to lose to the Titans in week 1. And I knew the second half of the season was going to be pretty tough. Yeah, because the Titans, run game versus Baker on week 1, that was just.
They killed him. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I was shocked. They just beat the Browns
last time I talked to you, I told you I hadn't seen the penalties at the end of the Seahawks game.
Oh, man.
But I went back and watched it, and, in the immortal words of Chris Tucker, I don't give a fuck.
My all-time favorite movie really is.
Moment, I want 150,000 NFC West championships.
I don't like playing in the clean. I don't understand why the referees all of a sudden become just unethical. I mean that's why if you're going to play that team, either play them in a neutral ground or at home. Referees just act like they can't see what's going on. There's been more bad calls made in that clink than any stadium in the league. I'll never get over that Ben Garland
Something
call.
has to be done. It's been happening all decade.
Wow. And not only to the 49ers. That happens to every team. Remember Megatron, that Detroit game? I forget which defender. He kicks the ball out of the end zone, and that's an infraction. The Lions lost that game because of that crap. Yeah, they played and some other games that went on. And that thing about that Hail Mary with the Green Bay Packers, come on, man. What is going on with the officials and how they can't work in that?
It's the void.
Man, that's bull. That just bothers me
so much. Sensory void. Hey, but follow me here for a second, Ronbo. What about this? Just one second. Floating robot refs.
Oh, I know. And only in the clink. You got to use real refs every place, but you got to use computerized, programmed refs. Yeah. I want walking computers out there with pads on them. 10 years from now, I think maybe 10 years from now, the NFL has a contract with Elon Musk and there's floating robot refs. What? You know the name of the company that's going to handle those refs? You know the company's going to design that package? Those that IT, or should I say tech? God, that'd be so awesome.
They really should just review every play, and I don't care if it takes another 10 or 15 minutes, or not every play, but every penalty. There has to be more, or like 8. They have to make it to like 75% of the penalties are reviewable or something. They have to make it.
But then the game would take like
I
4
really
or 5
don't care
hours.
if it's another
is the only-
10 minutes, you know.
Yeah,
so.
well, it'd be more than 10 minutes. I mean,
Yeah.
the game would go on forever. So they can't do that. But, the human element, I see where people, the football purist wants that to still be in the game. But I really, if they're going to do that, make sure this ref can see well. I want his eyes checked I want to see his reflexes checked. I want him to have a physical 2 or 3 times a season. Get these guys out there that can't see.
Ronbo, I'm sure there's a bigger reason behind it that
I know that we don't know about.
So it's because I learned so much just listening to you. Every time I talk to you, I swear I learned something. Just hearing you, man. Ronbo, tell me real quick, man. What got you into radio, man? I can hear the radio voice in you, man. I know you've been a DJ or something. I think about you in the '80s. I see you in the club with the afro, just having a good time or something, man.
It's just something I enjoyed as a kid, and it's
were you ever on radio?
Yeah, I've done some, but still, this is a thing. I've always wanted to do sports. Actually, if you do broadcasting, you want to do it all anyway. So, yeah. But anyway, hey, fam, listen, we got to go. Casey, the game and afterward. Let me be looking for you at that time, huh?
Yeah, Ronbo, can I share a 30-second story since I waited 2 hours just real quick? Gym story?
When you say it like that, of course. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I was at the gym the other day in the locker room, and this guy was going, F the Niners, F the Raiders, F the Patriots. And I thought about it for a second. I was like, West Coast, East Coast. Doesn't sound like Minnesota. It's like, are you a Cowboys fan? His face sunk. He was like,
was he?
Yeah.
What a depressed place to be, a Cowboys fan. You got all that talent, and you can't win any more than that. And now you got to pay
this season was a joke.
Dak Prescott. You're going to make him the highest paid quarterback in the league because it's his turn as far as, the standard now for quarterbacks. God. Casey, we got to go, fam. Casey, you have a great night, fam.
All right, take it easy.
Happy New Year. Oh, God. That's hilarious. Can you imagine the Cowboys? Dak and J.J. Jones standing there. All right, Dak, have a seat. Now, what are you expecting, Dak? Jerry, are you pissed off? I just want to know. Listen, how about, can we relax here a minute? I mean, I had some of the best stats in the league last year. Dak, we didn't make the playoffs. You had something to do with that. If you expect me to give you $140 million, we got a problem. I would, fam, I would rather, WWE match or any other your favorite entertainment, I would pay top dollar to be sitting over in the corner of the room. I'd have the popcorn and everything as Dak, his agent, and Jerry Jones are sitting there talking about Dak's future contract. Because Jones, he's already complained about, I paid a lot of money to see what I'm seeing now. I don't understand. Hey, Shaleo.
What's up, Ronbo? How's it going?
I got carried away. I start, every now and then I start imagining comical situations I can't get off, and I didn't mean to make you wait. The Dallas Cowboys are a source of comedy right now. But Shaleo.
Ronbo,
yeah. How about go ahead?
Callers have made great points today, but how about them cowgirls? How about them traders? How about them lambs? And especially, how about them seacocks?
This is so much fun. Shalil, we deserve this. We've been sitting back, and the Raider fans were parked up in here, Shalil. They act like they own the chat.
I love it.
Rams fans,
They were talking
where's
all
Rudy?
That
right?
Shit. And look at them now. They're in a nice couch with their flat screen TVs about to watch us play next week.
Hey, but anybody that's watching, if you want to talk to Seahawks fans, they're up in here today. So you come and get some. They're running all over the place talking major poo-poo. That's okay, because they're going
They were
they're going
talking
to play
about
the
they
Eagles.
have they got multiple rings. I think they only have one.
I couldn't believe it.
The Seahawks have one. They got one ring.
I know. I can't believe. Why would you write that? That's crazy.
They're being delusional. You know?
Hey, but Shalil, we got things to do with the team coming up next. I don't mind if we play the Hawks next. I'll be delighted. I don't think Kyle's going to fool around with them next time, and we're not going to be playing them in the clink. That number one, you get that. I don't know what goes on in the refs in there, or the Eagles. Which one do you like the best?
Anyone, Rumble. I don't care. Anyone. We're gonna go toe to toe, and we're gonna win. We're gonna beat them. I don't give a rat's ass if we get the Seagulls or we get the Seacocks. Any one of them. And I'm gonna be looking at these games this weekend, seeing which team. But all of them, if it ain't the Niners, F them.
You know, it's the thing is if we just could have got the Cowboys.
You know what, Rumbo?
It would have been just such a wonderful thing.
Kirk might choke that game against the Saints. Will.
Shalil, if you're going to bet money, you'd have to blow. You know Kirk is going to blow it. It's what he does. God, Kirk.
Not good in primetime games.
Man up. Man's got no cojones. When it comes to primetime, he just can't play. You get him at 1 PM, Kirk's just he's in his element. Primetime. Kirk! Oh! Kirk, what's wrong with you? You scared me. Oh,
you know, in
Kirk.
2017, Kyle Shanahan, wanted him, and Lynch was like, no, we don't want him. Kyle probably looking at the Green Bay and the Minnesota game. Yeah. Kyle's like, whew, wiping his head, like, thank God we didn't get him.
You know, I can't even laugh. You know why? Because when we didn't have a quarterback before Jimmy came, people were here. We were arguing like crazy. Were you involved in those arguments? We were arguing on Red and Gold Radio. Oh, it got vicious. Trez did not want Kirk Cousins, and his partner Trey, and I was with Trey. I said, look, give Kyle Shanahan anything he wants. If Kyle says Kirk's his dude, Kirk is his dude. I needed my mouth washed out with soap. I didn't know what I was talking about. Kirk Cousins, maybe Kyle could have maximized his skills.
If he came to SF, I think he would have done really good.
Maybe
like he did with Washington Redskins. I think he would have played exactly like that. His second or third year?
Yeah, he went to the playoffs with
when
the Skins.
Kyle was there. Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
he would have done really good. But you know what? Mike Zimmer is a defensive kind of guy. You know.
Yeah,
they're more for giving it to Dalvin Cook.
And that's what they're doing. Maybe he's got the wrong coach. That could be. I was like, man.
It's more handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
I know. And Dalvin enjoys. He does need a support. He needs a run game. If he hasn't got a run game, but look at those receivers he's got. Dude's got some of the best receivers in the NFL. So that's why, man.
You know what, Rumbo? I wouldn't mind having Diggs come to the Niners. You know, he's over there complaining with Kirk.
I know, right? Him and Kirk had a little falling out earlier. That was pretty funny. Kirk started throwing the ball too.
Yeah.
But you give me Thielen and Diggs.
Didn't Adam Thielen have to apologize? No, Kirk had to apologize to Adam Thielen?
There was a lot of apologizing going on in Minnesota. Maybe. You know, guys getting caught in the media airing out the laundry in public. Yeah, probably. Hilarious.
I'll just wait and they could just beat each other up. Them and the Saints.
You know.
The Aints.
See, that's why I like our team. You know, Kyle Shanahan and Lynch are going to go down in history, 49ers history, as being a couple of most. We don't have a lot of BS going on in the locker room. Everybody plays for each other. The attitude is no. There is no I out there, man. These guys are playing for each
Team
other.
players.
Yeah, they these guys are good citizens off the field. We're not. Remember Harbaugh's team, man. Any given minute, you look up at your computer, blah blah blah, caught. Oh no, what are we gonna do now? When Smith got caught losing his mind that night, so, oh my God, no Alden Smith over a girl.
We had problems last year too with remember Reuben Foster.
Oh, there's a throwback. Reuben Foster would have fit well in with the Harbaugh team, right? They just can't behave.
Yeah.
And the ladies involved. And remember the poolside situation? Ahmad Brooks and what was our big DT's name? These dudes are like molesting women out by the pool, dragging them upstairs. And all of it's being, you guys can't get away with that. One of the most world-famous lady lawyers that takes care of stuff like that got involved. I said, man, this is like, I'm sinking down in my seat. I'm thinking, guys, can you please, you guys.
And that's what you saw from Kyle Lynch when they came in. It was like 3 strikes, you're out. Same thing with Reuben. It happens again, you're out. We don't want none of this shit.
Yeah. Reuben had, there were some other things. So they said it wasn't only that. They had made some agreements and deals that Reuben would have catered to a certain program and do this and that. Reuben didn't do none of them. They said, this is not the only reason why we're asking Reuben to leave. Reuben hasn't adhered to any of the things we've asked him to do, including this. This just did it. So they were being real patient with Reuben as they could. I can't wait to see what Reuben looks like next year in Washington. So it gives us closure, Shalil. This way we know, because Shalil, he's a good football player, damn it. I was hoping we could keep him, find a way. Even at the last minute, we kept screwing up. Oh, come on, Kyle. Give him one more shot, guys. No, we did the right thing. Look what we got. Fred Warner's a bad man. Look at. We got a trio. Dre Greenlaw, good head on his shoulder, good football player. He's going to be great. We got Kwon. We did all right, But yeah. Shalil pass out? Anyway. Shalil, Happy New Year, fam. All right. Anyway, I'm going to go, fam. Hey, ran out of gas. Fam, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to see you game time. Oh yeah. Steve, Travis. Hey, says, new interview with Kwon Alexander on YouTube. What? I gotta go. You mean right now? I'll go check that out. Fam. All right, you know what? There's no point in us going in. We'll go ahead and do game time because we don't need to do scores. We'll go game time, and after the game, let's hang out, all right? See you then. I just realized I could do that all night. Fam, don't forget to hit that like. See you Sunday. Shh. Ooh la la.